Hello. Today on
the news. Is that
on the news show. We should go full news. We should go full media.
I saw a nice sign. Speaking of politics,
Yeah.
I saw a nice sign here. It said, "Vote out the racists."
What?
Yes, vote November 8th or whenever.
The racists.
That we need to beat the racists.
Really?
Fetterman.
Fetter person?
Fetterman.
Someone calls him fetter person.
Fetter person.
Dude, did you see that debate?
Yes.
I felt bad for the guy.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's how we should start the podcast.
What?
Hello. Good night.
Yes.
Did you see his opener? Killer.
What'd he do?
They were like, all right, Mr. Fetterman, opening remarks to you. He's like, Pennsylvania. Good night.
Oh, he did that.
Yeah, he hit him with
Good
a good
night.
night.
He could have been like a medieval sense. Like, good night to you all.
It is a good night.
Good night to you all. Dude, he's had a fucking stroke.
Yeah. He shouldn't be.
He tried to beast a stroke, which I'm kind of like, again, politics aside, on a personal level, I'm like, kind of goat shit.
Beast a stroke.
The beast a stroke. He'd be like, I got this. But dude, I felt bad for the guy. I watched clips of it, and it's like, sometimes I fuck up what I'm saying. I get it.
For sure.
But he was, dude, I could tell he was hitting on that. It was just like, I know the feeling, brother. Imagine it doing it on a comedy podcast. Do you think that was bad? Imagine you want to get a punchline out and you flub it, dude. You got something you've been sitting on for 5 seconds. You're like, this is going to hit.
I gotta get it. I gotta get it. Fuck, too much time's passed.
Yep.
I'm gonna try it anyway.
He was trying to hit. He had some sick jokes coming up, but there was one about Dr. Oz where he was like, "You get an abortion. You want to have Dr. Oz tell you what to do, or you wanted to have a doctor tell you what to do?" And he was just like,
Yeah,
fuck.
Yeah, he was.
Forgot Dr. Oz was a fucking doctor.
Although I will say he didn't show any signs of like, fuck, I fucked that up.
I saw a couple.
Oh, really?
I watched some where he went like,
oh, really?
Fuck.
I thought he was just like, I'm killing.
Oh no. There's a couple
in,
times
brother.
he would go. How sick it would be to have a son and name him Doctor as his first name.
That's nice.
Just Doctor, first name.
Sir.
It's like, I am Doctor. It's like sick.
That is nice.
That'd be tight. I might do that.
Doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Dr.
If I have a
Adolf.
son, I'm naming him Jesus Socrates Dr. McCusker.
The Phillies have a Jesus Socrates Dr. McCusker. I mean, this is good.
I'm going to homeschool him for like fucking
teach him the ways.
34 years.
Just get high as shit. Just blow smoke in his face. Be like, do you see that? Do you see the fucking elves? Yeah, the Phillies have a pitcher named Sir Anthony Dominguez.
What?
He's not a knight. Sir Anthony.
How the fuck do they do
They
that?
spelled it S-E-R. Sir Anthony Dominguez. He deals. He's nice.
So his name is Sir.
His name is Sir Anthony.
Call me Sir. He can say,
You can
guys, call me Sir.
Me llamo Sir. Sí.
Damn, they built the Ustedes into him.
Yeah, you better show respect. Ustedes. Yes. Fuck, I forgot I was wearing purple socks. Everyone's going to make fun of me.
Why? What the hell's wrong with
Because I
that?
bought a pack of Adidas socks. I didn't know they were all different colors.
It's time to mix it up.
Purple socks.
Nah, it's time to mix it up, dude. I'm going gray and black. It's
I don't
true.
want people to see me.
Shut the lights out, dude.
Sometimes I just don't want to be seen.
I heard that. Do Latin mass. Just do full fucking. And another thing about John Fetter person.
What are you looking at?
Checking the shot.
The shot's great.
Yo, I'm sorry for taking a PA at you outside.
I
couldn't resist,
You
dude.
dissed my whip.
Bro,
I don't know if I'm
it
ready
was
to
the right
forgive
thing
you.
to do.
Your whip stinks, bro.
Have you ever
guys know I
done
got a fat
valet?
whip? No.
See, I've driven valet before, so I see a valet brother. It's like, yeah, I'm just thinking, I'm reminiscing, be like, this fucking piece. Let's park this piece of junk in the fucking
shop.
bag,
You
dude.
see a piece of junk like that pull up, you go, bro, your property value's dropping. This is the Sofitel, dude.
Hopefully, the
This is
garage you're
some-
parking has a basement for this piece of crap, dude.
My whip is fat.
Why do you drive that sack of shit?
I have a choice.
Do you ever feel like a dumbass when you're driving that piece of
Not
shit?
until right now.
Smoking cigarettes like a little punk? He threw a cigarette out the window when he pulled up in that sack of shit.
Did he really? Oh, you
Dropped it
lit her
out.
on the ground?
Right on the ground.
Yeah,
Noah
sorry.
was none too pleased. Noah's Native American side started crying. A single tear came out of Noah's high face.
It was upsetting to see.
So Noah was standing on the corner when I walked around. I was on the phone with William, and I turned and I saw Noah like, and I was like, God damn, Noah's high as shit. He's like, I'm not high as shit. No, I'm not. I was like, are you high right now? I was like, a little.
Then Gardini pulled up
And then
like a
Gardini
blasted
pulled
White
up.
Snake.
Yep.
Flicked a cig out.
Flicked a cig.
What's up, ladies?
He goes,
Gardini's so high test
hey,
off
what's
camera.
up? What's up, guys?
People don't know that. Off the camera, Gardini pulls up. He's like, what's up, ladies? And punches us all. And we're like, dude, Gardini, what the fuck, man?
You girls ready to do a podcast? Yeah, Guard Dog's a little fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, man. I truly, I've been getting I've been starting to get very shaken up at the state of things.
First of all, the squad, the wheels are off. The speed wobbles are fully, everyone, dude, dropping like flies, dude.
Yeah.
What is happening to the squad?
We're getting old. We're getting old. We're also being filtered through, I've decided, an absolutely poisonous just environment in terms of like politically, socially.
Yeah.
We're fucked, dude. We're so fucked. Because, it's like, you can, even if you can be like, I don't care about politics, I don't care about this stuff. They've captured so many dudes at like the base of their skull in the worst way. Where like if he gets raided, there's probably 2 million dudes being like shutting their fucking phones down and be like, mother pussies, and then they go out and fuck with people. We can't escape it.
We're fucked.
They have on both sides. They have dudes completely compromised into just being like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, the sides have been fully comped, dude.
And that's pushing out against everyone. And you're trying to have like a normal day and you encounter it couldn't even just be that, but it's like, dude, we're fucking fried. I got pissed. I saw something the other day that like, I don't even remember what it was. I saw a lady dropping in a mail-in boat. I got pissed. I was like, fucking mail-in bad. I didn't even know I was mad. I didn't even know I was mad. I was like, those things are a fucking piece of shit. I got pissed off.
You knew where that vote was headed, bro.
True.
You got a little annoyed. You're like, fucking Joe Biden.
It's just permeated. I think it's really permeated because it's all like 10 degrees of separation where it's like, that's closer to that motherfucker who fucking hates me. And they're all on the same fucking team. And they're in fucking cahoots against me.
You know what was nice to see was James. James is still in my apartment, by the way. The Australian.
What?
He's just moved in.
I thought he had to go.
No, he's just there. There's 2 squatters in our apartment, dude. There's a squatter. There's too many squatters. The squad's fully compromised.
True.
It's
That's kind of the ultimate Australian move, though.
Just move it and just be like,
take it over.
You've done right by me, mate. Thank you.
It'll take it over.
But he had
They're big land hogs, dude.
They are land hogs.
They're big land hogs.
He'd treat me like a fucking abo.
You were there first, right? You
yeah.
can't say that.
I can say abo for the pod. Shut the fuck up, dude. Sorry, I lashed out. Yep. Delete the abos.
It's bleep
abos. But he fucking he got a taste of American commercials. He's like, yeah, there's a black guy in this. What is this?
Really?
Every single commercial, he's like, oh, another black guy. I was like, yeah, brother.
He didn't know.
This is it. They don't do that.
I guess
as
not,
much.
Yeah,
he's like, what's this? An Asian woman driving a pickup truck in the city? Oh, yes, it makes sense. I was like, dude, get ready. Anything we have, it's headed your way, Australia. Give it 5 more years.
True. Yeah, man. Well, that's nice.
But yes.
So what's his plan? I thought he was about to go to California.
Actually, I think he left today. No, I'm saying it. I think he left this morning.
That must have been nice to have the Australian.
It was nice to have the Australian. About. Yeah, just during. Yeah.
True. Having that nice guy.
It's nice having a guy in the house also.
You know what I mean? Sway the power dynamic. I'm fucked right now, dude.
Why?
I'm outnumbered, brother.
Oh, the girls. You're a girl dad.
Brother, you're outnumbered, brother.
Yeah, you're outnumbered. What are you going to do? You got to even the odds a little.
I told her I'm adopting like 3 14-year-old boys in 5 years.
Yes.
Complete power move.
Have you decided
totally
on a
representative.
race?
I might hit every category.
Get 3 Arab boys.
That would be sick.
And raise them.
That would be sick.
Yes.
I might get like one Arab, like an Afro Latino.
A Sir Anthony.
So I get a Sir Anthony.
Dominguez.
And then I don't know. The last one will just be wild card. I'll spin a thing.
Native. See if you can score a native.
Powerful.
See if you can score a native.
I might be.
Those are tough.
Yeah, I would assume
they're tough to come by. Pardon me for my telephone being on.
It's okay. Yeah, that'll be tough. I don't know. How do you go about that? I mean, can you hit the agency with a racial preference? Like a hard one. Be like, bro, I don't care if it takes 10 years, but like, if you have a Native American child, I'd like first dibs.
I would like, yes.
First dibs.
You could go to Carlisle, go to the Indian school. That's where they used to get them.
Really?
Down in Carlisle, PA, they used to snatch them and say, we're going to teach you guys.
I told you who.
Old Jimmy Thorpe came out of there fucking running the pigskin, sprinting, jumping.
I told you who was like infamous for this. I mean, it could be urban legend, but apparently Amish people snag kids.
What?
Yeah, Amish people like they'll go around like white trash towns and look for like a drunk, fucked up parent and like they'll just like snag the kid when he's real young. And
That's got to be a spooky urban legend.
Well, I don't know.
The drunk parents tell their kids, be like, look, if I get fucked up again, the Amish might get you.
I've heard that. I've heard like the Amish kidnapping's a real thing, and they do it to kind of throw fresh blood into the pool.
Yeah. Because they're fucking each other.
Yeah, they can't help it, bro. They all look so goddamn good.
They do.
They all look so goddamn good.
Look, I believe it. If you're out there, fucking, you're in overalls, building a fucking barn every day. How many barns do these fuckers need, dude?
They ship them. They build like modular homes.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Them. Yeah,
Holy
these guys
shit.
get paid, dude.
They do.
And then some of them go Rumspringa, like grow fields of weed. It's like those dudes are wild.
Yeah.
I mean, I've said it before,
Wait, you met them, right? When we were at Notre Dame. Were you there that year they were on Rumspringa?
No, I didn't see that.
1 year, 2 years in a row, I was tailgating with Amish on Rumspringa.
What?
Yes.
What were they up to?
Fucking getting obliterated. Shotgunning, bonging beers.
What?
Full Rumspringa. That's when we discovered, we were like, how long do you guys do this? Like, as long as we want. You can go on Rumspringa. We're on Rumspringa. The squad's been on Rumspringa.
So,
the squad since college has been fully Rumspringa. And now Rumspringa is getting a little dark.
It's my dad's biggest thing. He always
time to go
goes,
home.
that guy never came back from senior week. That's his big indictment on people.
Fuck.
He never came back from senior week.
It is still, it's beach week 2006, 2006 beach week. That's so long. No, it was funny talking to the Australian boy. He's like, you've got a good crew here. Other than the binge drinking, you do binge drink quite a bit, but you seem to have it under control. I was like, thank you, bro. He's like, now the rest of the fellas, that seems like a bit of a problem. I was like, it's starting to be, dude. The O'Con man had a day yesterday.
Really?
Oh, I beat his ass, dude.
What happened?
So he wakes up, we're watching the birds, dude. We had a wild one Saturday night. We had a fun one.
Okay.
We played this dice game. So Foley and Kevin Ryan came over. Finance was over. We were watching the Phillies.
Yeah.
So then I was like, dude, we should play a drinking game. I haven't played one. That's fun. You reminded me. The Vortex got me fired up,
dude.
So I remembered sevens, 11s, doubles. It's a dice game. So you roll the dice. If you get a sevens, 11, or a double, you get to pick someone to chug the cup.
Oh.
As soon as they touch the cup, you start rolling again. And if you get a sevens, 11s, double again, they have to go again. And you get to pick whoever you want the whole time.
So fun.
So we go upstairs, we play it. Everyone, I mean, O'Con man passed out after one chug.
What?
He literally went, he had to be carried down the steps.
So this is well into the day, I guess.
This is the end of the night. This is how it ended.
Damn, you busted out the guillotine on everybody.
We sat there, I mean, and it's so fast.
Yeah.
So literally you all get hammered in 15 minutes. It was really fun. But then in the morning, I'm like,
that was Saturday.
That was Saturday night. So yesterday morning, we wake up. I go downstairs to watch the Eagles game. Me, Tommy, and Chris are sitting there. I noticed Chris is sipping a whiskey. So, Jesus Christ, brother. What are you doing? He gets another whiskey. He got 2 whiskeys in the morning. And he was feeling good. It was very funny.
He was hair of the dog.
He needed it. He had a hair of the dog, and he was shit-faced instantly. Oh. And I was like, dude, you want to play 7s, 11s, doubles, you and me?
No, dude.
I took him up to my room. What? And I made him drink 7 beers in like 10 minutes. And he passed out. The rest of the day, he was like,
you put him down.
Yeah, made him go to sleep. And he had ordered Taco Bell, and I ate it. And I ate his Taco Bell.
Oh my God.
It was evil. I might have had a half a beer. He drank 8 beers in for real 20 minutes of just, I would roll the dice because he was so hammered, it was slow. He was like,
oh my, you were just fucking dealing.
I was going as hard as I could. It was very fun. That's the thing.
Have you talked to him since? Did he wake up like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, but he did it. He did it himself.
True.
But yeah, that was fucked up. I mean, I did that to him. I was like, come on, it'll be fun. Let's go play that game. He was like, I'll play that game. That was a fun game. I was like, dude, it'd be fun as hell if we played it right now.
1-on-1. What was Tommy saying?
Tommy, he was hurt. He was hurting for the night before.
Yeah.
The gang, dude, I'm telling you. It's senior week's coming to an end.
Yeah. Party's got to stop.
The party's not stopping.
It has to.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's pretty fun to watch.
People can do it. I'm completely mystified, but I can't do it.
I love watching the O'Con man operate. Seeing him hurt, And then we got this week coming up. It's going to be a tough week.
Yeah, dude.
Me, Bees, Tommy, and O'Connor are going to Indiana for 3 days, doing shows for 3 nights, and then going to the Notre Dame game.
Yeah, that's one more week deeper into the eternal hangover.
All the girls are gone. It's just the fellas.
Just
dude.
the
It's just
bros?
senior week. The girl. No, I'm saying it's senior week. You know how there's girls down there?
Yeah.
Now it's just 4 dudes.
Just bros.
Chugging beers in a, in a room.
For the game.
Just for the love of the fucking game, bro.
I've been seeing way more jerseys on late. I think a lot of bandwagon folks.
For the Phils?
Phils, Eagles. I've
Yeah.
been seeing like nothing but dudes in jerseys over hoodies now.
Yeah.
And I pay attention to that. I'm looking around. I'm like, I haven't seen a lot of jerseys around here.
Yeah, where were you guys?
Yeah. A lot of fair weather fans, man. Not like me.
When it comes to the Phils, everybody's a fair weather fan.
Yeah. The
Unfortunately.
only person my
losing baseball, a losing baseball team, there's nothing worse.
dude, my pop up on my mom's side was the only person I knew who watched. He watched every game and he would just be screaming, "You fucking bums!" the whole time. He would sit by himself in a house and scream at the Phillies.
The Phillies
You
were,
fucking bums.
it's been a decade. They sucked dick for 1 decade.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Yeah. Fucking Con
It'd
Candy,
be fun
dude.
at the beginning of the year. It'd be like, nice, this is going to be a fun year.
Yeah.
This year was done immediately. The first month, they were terrible.
Yeah, didn't
And I
they
was like,
like,
all right, this sucks. I'm out.
it was a wild card. Didn't they get
They
lucky?
snuck in, yeah. They picked up, they got hot. They fired
they?
their head coach early.
Nice.
The manager, yeah.
I like that.
They got rid of him and
Get him the fuck out.
immediately
Get him.
won.
What?
I think they had like an 18-game winning streak.
So isn't baseball? Someone was saying the other day that it's like super, like it's all like been figured out, like almost formulaic now.
Definitely.
What does that mean? I don't know like how does that work?
Like, so you know who's good against right-handed, left-handed pitchers. You know what they're going to do in every single scenario. It's like blackjack.
Yeah.
Where there's like, this is what you do in this situation, no matter what.
Oh, okay.
Like you hit on a fucking 15 or whatever.
It's no longer about like a kid with a big dream who steps up to the plate and points.
That
to the
happens
fucking
now.
outfield.
Now it's starting to change a little. There's guys going. There's teams like the Phillies this year. Were like, we suck at defense. Fuck defense. We're gonna hit home runs.
Okay,
That can be fun.
that's pretty sick.
But no, it is very formulaic. It's much more strategic than you would imagine.
That's what I
Now
think.
that's what we're talking here. This is called.
I'm telling
We're talking the ins and outs of baseball, and neither of us really know what the fuck we're talking about.
Brittany asked me the other day. She was like, "Is there like strategy to baseball?" I'm like, "There's an immense amount of strategy, Brittany." And I was like, "I heard the other
You
day
don't
from
understand.
I was like,
You
I heard
wouldn't
the other
get it.
day from Shane that there's actually a lot of strategy. I don't know how it works, though.
Yeah.
I have to ask.
It's tough.
That's what it is.
But
You
no,
just-
like Tommy knows baseball pretty well, and he can tell you where the pitch is going to go.
What?
For the most part, yeah, you can tell. It's pretty cool.
yeah, I guess there's only so many combinations.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm mystified every time. I'm like, oh boy, where's it going to be?
Where's it going?
Where's it? I never know.
It is fun.
Never know.
Playoff baseball is very, very exciting.
Yeah, catching the
It's
end.
been so fun.
Yeah, I hope they do it, man.
But
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
I'm used to regular season. They've lost. They're like 40 and 60. They
Yeah.
got a series in fucking Miami in front of 10 people.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's dog shit.
It's hot. They're all
4
the guys
hours,
are
shit
glaring in the
stinks.
outfield.
This fly is really causing
Yeah,
me
we'll get
problems.
it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Somebody's going to get this fly. Noah,
Can you sneak up on that?
sneak up on the fly.
See if you can hunt
Ooh.
that. It's right there. Get that boy.
This is big for podcasting right now. I can get it.
Oh, you got it. You got
Oh,
it.
man, I knew
saw
I'd
him. He
get it.
tried to fly away, but
I'd get it. I knew I would get
he
it.
didn't know what the
A
fuck.
lot of people
hit
don't know
him.
that's how you kill a fly. You go
You slow creep.
slow.
Yeah, that was dude because he
He'll
looked
be
like
back. He'll be back. That was a stun.
Nah,
was stunned.
he went back down.
I'll put an end to him.
He's measured. He's kind of blended into these dark floors.
I
But
think he's gone.
I saw him, dude. He went.
He's like Michael Myers.
He rose from out from under your hand, but then fell back down again.
Speaking of Michael Myers, it's spooky time. It's Halloween season.
Dude.
What's going on? You got trick or treat tonight?
Bro, I got trick or treating. I told you about my Big Mac pumpkin.
Yes.
This thing's the talk of the town, dude.
It's still going.
It's still the talk of the
That
town.
thing's going to be a motherfucker to get rid of.
I'm gonna hack it up. I'm gonna hack it up on trash day and put it in a bag. I'm putting like 2 bags. Dude,
Yeah.
you know how big the pumpkin is?
Do you have any photos of it?
I don't think so, but dude, honestly, it weighs probably like 112 pounds. It weighs as much as a keg.
Nice.
When I left Whole Foods, the guys where I got it from, the dude was like, I haven't seen anyone carry these. And I was just like,
I'm going to carry this like an
dude.
Atlas stone
Oh,
out to my
literally,
fucking
dude.
car. Just,
literally put it back.
That's
2
exciting.
Kids have tried fucking with it multiple times.
it's too big.
Dude, they can't lift it, so now they try to roll it off of my thing. Dude, I caught kids fucking with it the other day, and I spazzed.
What'd you scream?
I was like, get the fuck away from my house. I was mean. I was a little bit mean. I came out because I was standing there. I saw a bunch of kids walk by. And I'm like, because my pumpkin got rolled already. So I'm sitting there, my antenna's up. I'm going, you motherfuckers better not touch my
So
Big
you're
Mac
sitting
pumpkin.
in your house.
I'm chilling, dude. My
And
kitchen
one of the
table's...
things in your mind is, I get that pumpkin's in danger.
Shane's a Big Mac pumpkin, dude.
I know what I mean, but I'm saying,
Google this thing.
I love thinking of you in your house.
Oh, yeah.
You got shit. There's kids.
Yes.
There's wives. People are fighting you.
Dude, I was holding...
Kids are screaming, but it's still in the back of your mind. You have the wherewithal.
Yes.
To be like, I know that Big Mac pumpkin's a target.
Yeah, I was in a
I gotta
bad...
fucking secure the package.
I was in a bad mood. All I remember, I'm in a bad mood. I'm holding my fucking baby. I'm sitting there. I'm like this. And all of a sudden, I just hear chatter walk by, and I go... last time I came back, my Big Mac pumpkin got rolled to the bottom of the street. I wasn't too happy. Or rolled off my sidewalk. So I'm like...
But it's too sturdy.
And someone stole my sign, my boo sign. I had a ghost that said boo, and someone stole that. That Brittany took that pretty hard.
I mean, this is trick or treat, though.
This is.
You're getting pranked by the local kids.
I am. So I'm sitting there, and I hear the kids walk by, and I literally instinct. I go, hold up, Britt, they're going to fuck with that pumpkin.
Yeah.
I'm waiting right by the door. And I hear, we have like a metal handrail. Like you can hear it, like people hitting it. I hear that's my alarm. The handrail gets hit, crack the door open. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? They started bolting. They had rolled it off the sidewalk.
Those fucks.
Motherfuckers rolled it. I'm going to cover it with with Vaseline. I told Brittany I'm covering it with Vaseline and putting cayenne pepper on it. So if someone rolls it, they're going to get it on their hands and fucking burned up. But I've been fighting.
That's a nice trap for the local kids. You should start putting like poisoned dog food in your front yard to kill the local dogs.
No, it's like, I came out and so I come out and they're all standing there.
You can't leave a target like that for kids.
A Big Mac pumpkin?
Can you imagine? What would you do?
I would have destroyed it.
You
I
would have stuck a foot through that thing.
I would have destroyed that thing.
You would have stomped that thing.
True. And that's when I walked it back. But I came out. I'm on edge already.
You and all fucking 10 of your brothers and cousins.
Oh, dude.
It would have been like Rodney King.
Dude, I stole... one time I stole flowers off some lady's porch and gave them to my mom for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
So, it's pretty bad stuff. But me and my cousin both did.
That's nice.
My cousin did it too.
One lady in my neighborhood used to get drunk and steal the flowers from our neighbor.
What?
She'd go out and cut them. She'd be blacked out, and the other lady would have to come out and be like, get the fuck out of here.
What?
It's pretty fun. Watching a drunk lady sleepwalk through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Stealing fucking other people's gardens.
That is sick when, what was that sleep medication that hit and people started losing
Ambien?
Ambien.
Yeah.
That's cool. When you're just kind of like, yep, yes,
You hit the
doctor,
Ambien.
and then you fucking speed your car into a gas station, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Pharmaceuticals are pretty tight.
Yeah, they're looking good.
I regret getting the vaccine so fucking much. Dude.
Really?
I'm definitely going to die.
You think so? I think you're fine by now.
I'll tough it out.
Yeah, I think you're good, but yeah,
I probably have myocarditis.
You think? That's I always, but they say you can get it from the fucking thing too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, all I did when that came out, I said, God, if you want me to be here, leave me here. I'll put my faith in you, not these big fucking companies. And I'm still there, whatever. I don't know. I feel all right about that.
You did the right thing.
I don't know. I mean, I prayed on it. That's all.
Unless people died from you spreading the spreading the disease because you wanted to be selfish and not get the vaccine.
Possibly, but I think it's been
so. How many people do you think died off of you not getting the vaccine?
I don't know because I think the viral load's pretty similar.
No one knew.
Who got it and did it.
You don't, Matt.
I think it's out there.
I'm gonna put a hit out on that pumpkin. I've got a hit on the pumpkin.
Big Mac?
I've got a hit on the Big Mac pumpkin.
Dude, I was so mean.
Bitch, I ain't never had no damn pumpkin pie.
I came outside. I was like, don't touch my fucking shit. I don't give a fuck. Don't touch my shit.
Was it out of the door, like halfway through the door?
I walked out into the street.
Oh, nice.
Like, don't touch my fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like he did it. I was like, I don't fucking care.
One of you punks.
Don't touch my shit.
Yeah.
And I literally, as soon as I came back in, I was like,
you're an old man now.
What was that?
You're an old man.
But I could have been like, well, let me see one of you pussies lift this up. That would have been fun.
Yeah.
Like, let me see you. I'll give you $100 if you can lift the Big Mac.
If you lift it up, you can smash it.
You guys can fucking smash it.
How many
my house.
pies do you think you can make out of that Big Mac?
Bro, we could feed this whole room can have a personal pie. No problem. Shit, let me Google.
I haven't had any pumpkin pie this year.
I have
that's
not either.
yet, right?
I have not either.
You don't eat pumpkin pie until Thanksgiving. I'm going to say that this year at Thanksgiving. I'm going to go.
I
They're going
wouldn't
to say,
stop.
Shane, did you get dessert? I said, Mom, I ain't never had no damn pumpkin pie.
Bro, I'm about to fuck you up, dude.
How many pumpkins can make how many pies?
I'm about to show
pumpkin?
you a Big Mac pumpkin. Bro, this is kind of gourd I'm fucking with right now.
This is out of control, man.
That's the kind of gourd I got. I got a pretty big one too. I think it's even bigger than that. Dude, I'm not lying. It almost goes up to like the middle level of that chair you're sitting in. Bro, it's a Big Mac pumpkin, dude. It's crazy.
Bitch, you ain't never had no dad.
The thing is nuts. I got a Big Mac pumpkin. I almost got 3. I'm not gonna lie,
This is exciting.
I love the attention. I was talking to the town, dude. Shane, I was talking to the fucking town. Brittany was getting
You
texts.
could never, dude.
Huh?
You could never get a pumpkin like this.
I have it outside my house.
Matt, you don't have a big pumpkin like that.
Bro, my
That's too
pumpkin's
big, dude. You don't have that.
My damn pumpkin's
That's a
that big.
350-pound pumpkin pie.
All right. Is that? Oh, that's a Big Mac's pumpkin from Nana's Bloomers.
Nana's Bloomers.
Is it a Big Mac's pumpkin or a Big Mac pumpkin? I should call my lady and say, babe, take a picture of that Big Mac pumpkin.
Yeah, text her and say, send me a picture.
Yeah, let me
with
see.
one of your children for likeness so I can compare it to a child.
Hey, can I get a picture of that Big Mac pumpkin outside of our house? Shane doesn't believe me how big this thing is. Are you ready to feel like a man? Eat some organs. Beef organs are the most nutrient-dense food on the planet. That's why they're called nature's multivitamin. Heart and Soil is helping people reclaim their birthright to radical health. I personally like them because they get my dick hard as hell when I'm taking them regularly. I wake up, not like on demand, but I wake up and I'm very charged up. People ate organs for thousands of years and never suffered from obesity, heart disease, or infertility because they were eating organs, nature's most treasured foods. Heart and Soil supplements are made from grass-fed, grass-finished beef organs. Feel like a man when you take supplements made from liver, heart, kidneys, spleen, and testicles. Let Heart and Soil reclaim your birthright to radical health. Go to heartandsoil.co and use code DRENCHED10 for 10% off your first order. That's heartandsoil.co and use code DRENCHED10. Offer applies to one-time purchases, not subscriptions. Try them today and see how you feel.
You are nuts. Yep, that's a pumpkin, all right.
There we go.
Oh boy. Looks like gargantuan.
Yeah, it does.
Whew. People are gonna have fun breaking that.
They can't lift it. Support for today's episode comes from True Classic, the absolute best fitting t-shirts for men. Most t-shirts are way too tight and make your gut look way too big. True Classic is the one-stop shop for casual crew necks, polos, and activewear. I gotta say, it's actually pretty absorbent as well. It fits great. I love how it feels. All of their gear is top-notch quality at great prices. Try their polos and workout shirts. With the long body options and sizes up to 3XL, they've got you covered. Guys, don't drop the ball. Upgrade your wardrobe with True Classic. Get 25% off of trueclassic.com with code DRENCHED. Free shipping included on purchases over $100. That's 25% off of trueclassic.com with code DRENCHED. Strengthen your core wardrobe with True Classics today. Brittany's been hard at work today, dude.
She's going to be pissed.
Why?
Actually, she'll be very excited to do that. It's a fun treat.
Yeah, she'll love that. She's been making Jello shots all day. We're going to hand Jello shots out to the parents. Her idea. Good idea.
That'll be fun.
I told her, I'm like, we have to. I'll black out. If you don't hand these out, I have no throttle with Jello shots, dude. They're good.
They're delicious.
They're going to be good. Dude, I'll be sitting outside handing out candy, so it'll just be...
Oh, you're doing it tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, you're giving Jello shots to the parents while they're out there?
Yeah, to the parents.
Fuck, I hope you fucking relapse an alcoholic. I hope a guy is just like, nah, I can't, please.
Although,
come on, dude, it's Halloween.
I thought about that. No, I won't push. I'll say, hey, if you want a Jello shot, you can have it. Because I thought about
if
that.
If you're an alcoholic and you see Jello shots on Halloween, you're doing it. Which, who cares? It's not your fault.
That's what I'm saying. I was about to bring that up to Brittany. Like, dude, there might be people, but I'm like, you know what, dude? I'm sick of not having fun.
Yeah, we can't have Snickers because one kid has a peanut allergy. No, we're all gonna have Snickers. That kid can fuck off.
Yeah, man.
Alcoholics can shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, if you can't handle it, you can't handle it. Say no.
Some guys can't handle it. Some guys have to stop.
Just say no.
Some guys can ride through it, dude. Some guys can ignore all the warning signs. Keep rolling, dude.
What's the intake? What's the alcohol intake? What's the Jello shot intake?
I think it's a shot.
I'm saying what's the alcohol intake for the bros every week? How many nights a week for the squad?
For the squad?
Yeah.
Well, not to name names. Yeah. A couple of them are every day.
Right.
A couple of them are every single day.
Yeah, that's a problem.
The Okan man can come and go.
Gotcha.
The
He had a
Okan
nice
man,
period of sobriety.
He can stop. Yeah, right now, but now he's on one.
Yeah.
He's on at least a week straight.
Yeah.
Going into another week straight.
And you cool it down. And you'll cool your heels.
He gets really depressed.
Yeah.
He can stop for he'll stop for 2 weeks. And I hate when he stops.
Really?
I hate improving Chris. He tries to read and he gets a book about poetry and he's like,
he's trying to save himself, dude.
Yeah, but he's trying to save himself to become an idea of what he thinks he should be versus what he is.
Yeah. But you do have a keen sense of identifying people's reality.
I know the Kiss man, and he's fine.
Yeah, true.
He's doing well. I mean, he's fucking up. He's fucking up his life every week. But that's pretty good, dude. He's fine. He bounces back. He's a rubber band man.
True. He is, man. He's getting after it.
Yeah.
But no, that's still on.
He's
dude.
not he's all right. He's all right.
Dude, alcohol, I get that though. It gets you after a while. It's
it's the most fucking depressing thing ever.
Yeah, but it starts becoming a thing where it's it helps with everything you're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah, especially if you're doing stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me. I mean, it's obviously it pales in comparison. That's me with coffee right now.
Coffee's the best.
Dude, I'm completely addicted to coffee. I can't not drink it now.
Yeah, it's fun.
And it is a drug for my body.
It is a drug.
I get fucked up and then I have to lay there and be like, all right, in 3 hours I'll feel better and I'm not drinking this shit again tomorrow. I get so spun out.
Yeah, waking up in the morning, getting a cup of Joe.
Shane, you don't gotta tell me, dude.
It's the best.
You gotta tell me. I'm fighting second cups at 11 a.m. That's how fucked up I am. That's how fucked up I am. I'm lucky, dude. Right now,
shit.
It's merely grace the fact that I can drink 1 cup and not completely melt down.
Dude, I start the day with a 20-ounce cold brew. From it's so much caffeine. I wake up and I'm just I love all my friends so fucking much. I gotta text everybody. I gotta call people.
Dude.
And then an hour later, I'm like, what do you want?
It's all I want to do is pound Joe. I want to eat bacon and pound Joe and just go handle my day. That's all I want to do. And I go and I sit in my office.
You want bacon?
Yeah, I eat bacon.
Eat bacon and
I eat
pound
bacon,
Joe.
Pound Joe. That's what I do.
You're keto, bro.
It's sick. But then I'll eat. I made muffins yesterday and ate 9 of them.
Dang. Well, muffins rule.
I like to do a thing with Maya likes to mix stuff. So I completely won a baked goods recipe. I was purely throw this shit. I threw tapioca flour.
I remember
in it.
being a kid and I feel like my mom was always making something.
Yeah, a lot of times.
Brownies?
Yeah, dude. That's kind of stopped.
They stopped
that
making
stopped
brownies.
a little bit, dude. It's dude, that used to be constant.
Yeah.
They might have been the last great moms, bro.
Probably.
The greatest generation.
Thank God our moms weren't cursed with Instagram.
Yeah.
The moms now are fucked, dude. You have to do it.
Brittany's good on the baking front. She'll make some sweet treats. And
Yes.
I always be like, babe, stop with it for sweet treats.
Come on. And then you sit down and you have a nice cookie, a chocolate chip cookie out of the oven.
Yeah, they're delicious. I did it to myself with these muffins, dude. If you use tapioca flour, it turns it into, that stuff at, whatchamacallit, Faux de Chow. That Brazilian cheese bread, that's tapioca flour. It gives it a gooey consistency. I went nuts with that stuff and made cupcakes that were almost like gumdrops. They were fucked up. It was a fucked up texture. And I ate 9 of them. I'm like, these are fucked up. And I ate 9 yesterday.
Yeah. What type of cupcakes? Or muffins?
Apple cinnamon, bro. You know me. It's
That's
this time
awesome,
of year,
dude.
man. Apple cinnamon. I'm hitting cloves. I'm hitting nutmeg.
You are an autumnal guy.
Very autumnal, dude.
I love the autumn.
I have an autumnal
I love
playlist.
autumn, not
I have an
the-
autumnal playlist. It's just
No.
autumnal jams.
What's an autumnal jam for you?
Oh, dude. I mean, that's when I get into my Nick Drake bag. I get very autumnal. Dude.
I got a nice autumnal one.
What you got?
I haven't listened to it in so long.
Let me see. I'll give you my autumnal vibe. And that's all called autumnal swag. I think I spelled that wrong. Fuck. What was the word I mispronounced one time?
The Fleet Foxes. Dude.
These are an autumnal band. They're on my autumn playlist too.
I listen to this and I walk around. That's enough.
It's a nice autumn song. A little autumn song. Little buckets of rain, dude. Blood on the tracks, Dylan. No big deal. It's nothing but stuff like this, dude.
Buckets of rain, buckets of tears.
I'm kicking leaves. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's so
shucks.
nice.
So nice, dude.
This is a good time to be a parent.
Yeah.
Halloween night's a great time to be a parent.
Yeah, dude.
Take your kid out.
It's the most fun.
Yeah.
Then you get to chill, handing out candy. So
you get
fucking
this
fun.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are sick days.
Yeah, they
and
rule.
fucking Easter.
Easter's sick.
Easter basket's nice.
Easter's been getting fucked up lately.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the Easter basket has been kind of like, dude, we used to get fucking regal Easter baskets.
Yeah.
And now it's a lot of like, kids are getting kind of fucked. I mean, for their best, so that way they
Yeah.
don't get like diabetes and shit. But
True.
we used to get a regal. Like,
Do you guys
dude,
hide your Easter baskets?
They
That
started
was-
doing that a little bit.
That was my favorite. My parents would hide the Easter baskets.
Yeah.
You wake up, you got to search the house.
That's fun.
That was fun.
Ours were mostly just on the table, but I think they tried to hide them a couple years. But dude, coming down, we had my Easter basket was a big chocolate egg of some sort with like some sort of filling. So that was the first thing to try to like munch. You'd spend the whole day munching
Yeah.
like a chocolate egg the size of your cell phone. With like, I'd get like a nougat filling or something. I'm not bragging. That would be the center of the basket. And then it was just like, I mean, dude, I remember tropical Skittles hitting my fucking basket and being like, dude, what the
Or
fuck?
mini
They
M&Ms.
did it again.
Mini M&Ms in the fucking... Come on, dude.
Dude, I would eat all of it, dude. I would
Yeah, of
eat
course.
all of it in like 2 days.
Yeah.
And it was
And it didn't affect me.
not at all.
You wouldn't be sick.
Not
You'd
at
be
all.
totally fine.
No, yeah.
I mean, maybe you didn't. I don't know.
I would get candy mouth, and that's when I'd stop.
Yeah.
I'd get like a weird coated tongue, and I'd be like, I would fucking just like pound a soda and just run around outside. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
I got a big day today.
What'd you get? Oh,
When we're
yeah,
done
dude.
with this, I'm headed straight down to Citizens Bank Park
That'll be nice.
to watch the World Series of baseball. They should say the World Series of baseball because poker.
True.
It's time to differentiate because who knows? I could be going down
World
to
Series
see
of Comedy.
World Series
Las
of Comedy.
Vegas, that's a
Remember
big
that?
one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the most prestigious prize
It's
in
one of the
comedy.
most prestigious prizes.
World Series of Comedy. You
I
did it.
participated in that. They
Did you
had
really?
one in Harrisburg. It's like a preliminary thing.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it sucked dick.
Yeah, I think I did. I can't tell. I think I've blacked out comedy contests from my head. So I did one. I did the
Oh.
comedy cabaret comedy contest, and like that was a
I
pretty
blacked out most of
dismal.
them, other than our you and I's. I mean, Philly's
I don't
Funniest,
remember
not a
any
big
of my
deal.
life until winning Philly's Fun. I was like, I came into consciousness. I was like, wait, what's going on? Why is everyone pumped on me?
Oh man, everybody loves me.
What happened? Oh,
All the other open micers are hugging me, soon to betray me and stab me in the back within about a year,
dude.
1 year later.
Dude, that was weird. Because then people would stop and be like, yo, I used to think you were a fucking asshole, but like, you're actually kind of cool. And I'd always, thanks, man. Thanks for taking, what's changed? Why would you say that to me right now? It's like, thanks.
What's changed, bro?
True. But yeah,
it was nice. I haven't hung out with Foley and Kevin Ryan in a while.
they're the bros.
Such a fun hang. And it was all Philly guys, so we got to sit there and talk about former open micers that we hated. Be like, dude, do you remember this guy? Be like, yeah, that guy fucking sucked
Yeah,
dick.
that's the best.
Fuck that guy.
Well, and Foley was like one of the earliest gatekeepers of Philadelphia comedy at
Yeah.
the Raven Lounge. Him
He's
and
a
Chris
hell of a
Cotton ran it.
gatekeeper, dude.
Yeah.
Those are two big dogs. Foley wasn't that big though.
Not then, no. He was
No.
he was a big
He's
dude,
big,
but
but
yeah,
not
no,
like-
no.
God damn.
He hadn't become a titan just yet.
He is a fucking titan.
Yeah,
dude.
dude, he's a big dog.
Such a
He's
titan.
slimming up, I think.
He's working on it. I mean,
He's
yeah.
slimming up.
Yeah. He's
Yeah,
been going to
dude.
the same the trainer.
Has he?
He goes to the
yeah,
Tommy's
yeah.
trainer. Yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah, him and Chris Cotton like would tell you like you suck.
Yeah.
You have to go on at that. You can't go in the first half,
Yeah.
and it was so fun. And then, dude, it just these fucking neoliberalists, dude, that took over
the Marxists.
This Marxist, neo-Marxist,
They all became Marxists.
liberalist, dude, postmodernist, dude, took it over, and they fucked it up. They literally spiked the ball. They're like, no, let's just put everyone on it. It's like the
Yeah.
crowd stopped coming, and it's like, yeah.
Crowd stopped. They also when they became neo-Marxists, they gave credence to guys like who's that fucking maniac? Who's the one white dude maniac, shaved head,
I mean, bro.
big guy, Ron Dickles.
Oh yeah.
They give credence to him. They're like, this is hate speech.
They kind of Beetlejuice.
like, no, he's
they
not, dude.
Beetlejuice dudes like that. Those dudes just materialized. And we're
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah. And
They
they're
were
like,
genius.
I'm here to scream
They were
into the
genius.
mic.
They were genius.
He's an evil genius. Doesn't he drive around with like a speaker?
Yeah, man.
He got banned from Helium, so he like parks outside with like
A Volkswagen Bug with a megaphone in it. That he
Isn't it like pro Hillary Clinton? Isn't he like pro Hillary Clinton?
I don't remember.
no
I
way.
remember
I
He was
think he
pro
is.
Hillary.
I think he is.
He's a
last
pro
time I
Hillary
seen him, I think
neocon
he's a
warhawk.
Yeah. He's the best, dude. He is truly the best dude in the
Yeah,
scene.
he was so fun dude.
Oh, when he did digital graffiti.
Dude, I remember I hosted the Philly's Funniest contest, and he was in the bathroom. I think he might have been drinking 5-hour energy drinks, and he comes out. He comes out, literally just goes, woo! Kicks it up like to his head out of the bathroom. I'm like, you're on next. He's like, wow. And just walked out. Was like, you're fucking pussies for like, oh, it's the best.
It's like, look at this lady. What are you, a dyke?
Yeah.
Oh shit. People are like, boo. Yeah, you guys can't handle real comedy.
It was crazy.
Pussies.
Him, I'll never forget opening the door, full fucking kick, and being like, let's fucking go. And I'm like, that's champion energy right there.
That is champion energy. Dude, doing lines of blood, allegedly. I don't want to put that on.
Yeah, exactly.
Snorting
He came out,
hour.
he looked like he was energized.
Snorting a 5-hour and then going out and just screaming slurs into a mic and being like, fuck you guys. You don't even get it.
I know.
I'm the next great comedian.
Yeah, it was great. That was so fun to watch. Just,
That was, you know what? I do look fondly back at the time in the open mic scene.
yeah.
Those were very fun days.
It's so fun. It's so much fun. You're with, it's because it's like, that's the thing. Like you go to high school, grade school, and like college even, and you have this like social world just like built into your life.
Yeah.
Then you leave college and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to maintain that myself. And it's just like, oh, I'm not going to do that. It's impossible.
Yeah, I'm never going to call my friends.
That's crazy. Yeah. It's like, we need
sit
to
in
all
my
be,
house.
all be in the same
I'm going to
place.
go to work and then go back and go to sleep.
But comedy was like going back into another one of those.
Yeah,
where it's
you
just
get
like,
clicks.
now you're
There's
with
a
the Baller
hierarchy.
Bros,
It's
dude.
fun.
Yeah,
you fuck around.
That was very, very fun.
Next thing you know, you're 34, sitting around,
Yeah, man. It's
fucking around in a hotel room.
yeah, true. I ask myself these questions every day.
Yeah, but shit kind of rocks.
It rocks, dude. I came in. I went.
Truthfully, shit kind of rocks.
Dude, I
I'm
came
done
in.
with the doom and gloom. I sit around like, I gotta
No.
do this, I'm doing this.
It's-
No, dude, shit rules.
It's crazy. It's literally crazy. I stopped in before this. I was with Sid and Butterly. I did Stoner Dance.
Yeah.
I came in from pounding coffee and getting stoned. And then I came back to my wife and was like, I'm in a rush. I gotta go. I'll be back. I can't.
Yeah.
I stopped before I left and I went, what the fuck?
Yeah, you can't
Just
do that.
walked out.
You can't. I get stuck in it all the time where I'm like, what am I doing? It's like, yeah, hell yeah. Think about what you're doing.
It was jubilant.
Shit's awesome.
I turned around to her and I went, how fucking crazy is this? And she was like, get out of here. And I
Get
was
out of
like,
here,
dude,
you
it
damn
was-
crazy kid.
This is crazy.
It's the best.
So she's like, are you stoned? I was like, not really. I
I'm
drank
high
more
as
coffee
shit.
than I smoked weed.
That's exactly what Noah said. I said,
now.
no, you're high off your ass. He goes, no, I'm not.
I trained Noah in the dark
I go, "Yeah,
arts,
you are." He
dude.
goes, I had 4 coffees. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. This is your protege.
Dude,
Sweet Noah is the protege.
he's my fucking Play-Doh, dude. I'm Socrates. Fuck,
dog.
I'm so fucking obsessed with goddamn Play-Doh right now, dude.
What's going on? I saw you post a picture of the book.
Bro, I can't stop thinking about
Tell me
Play-
what's going on.
I didn't realize how sick Play-Doh was, dude. I always heard about it, and I didn't
Yeah.
know the extent to what the
I don't
dude
know
was
the
up
extent.
against. It's pretty
Is
awesome.
he the cave?
Well, Plato wrote the allegory of the cave, but Plato is kind of like he's like, yo, it's all Socrates, bro. I'm the vessel,
was
but
just-
no one
yeah.
really knows because Socrates' last words were talking about when he was in jail, kind of sick. When he got finally arrested by the the pro-democratic conspirators who just got like beat the Spartans hated him, and then whatever. It's a bunch of bullshit, but
Spartans kind of ruled.
they ruled. They were
The
they
Spartans were
went to,
like, philosophy's gay.
yeah, they went to war with the
We
Athenians.
need to start killing everybody.
Yep, but then there was pro. So here's what happened. It's very funny because what happened.
Didn't the Spartans always call them gay? They're like, these fucking boy lovers,
Probably.
these fucking homos talking.
Probably because what
Stop
happened,
talking.
dude. What happened in the polis was the Athenians were like, we're the shit, we're the best. The Spartans were starting to kind of threaten them, and then a bunch of turncoats were like, yo, we're pro Spartan, and then they started attacking Socrates, being like, fucking get this, because he was like, no, you're Spartan now, huh? And he started fucking with them, and then he already made a bunch of enemies with the other guys. So then the Spartans were going to take him out.
I would
And then-
also have hated the Spartans.
dude.
If I'd be a fat guy in like a toga being like, dude,
Fuck.
shut up.
Well, he would
dude.
just
We
be
get
like-
it. You guys are tough.
He fucked people up back then because he'd be like, why do you think that? And they'd be like, it's just a matter of, and he'd be like, huh? And dude, it just humiliated
Yeah.
people because there was dudes who would get paid. They were called the sophists. So they would like, if you were rich, you'd be like, I got to hire a guy to make my kid like a sick ass philosopher.
Yes.
And he went and he'd talk to and they'd pay these guys tons of money. And Socrates would be like, yeah, well, like, how do you know that? And they'd be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the first guy that could think, that must have sucked. You just have a spear and a shield, and some guy's like, what are you doing? You're like, I don't know, dude. What the fuck is your problem? I'm a fucking idiot.
So they hated him, but then the Spartans somehow they fell out, and then the other guys came back. They're like the pro-democracy guys, but they hated his ass too.
Would you say you're a modern day philosopher?
I don't know.
I mean, comedian podcast. You're one of the modern day philosophers. No diggity.
I'll let other people make up their minds for that. You know what I'm saying,
brother?
You know what I mean?
I won't leave you hanging. I was leaning forward, but I see you.
But yeah,
yeah, I would.
it's one of his best sayings, dude.
What's that?
He's like, "Hey, man, get married. If she's a good woman, you'll have a good marriage. If she's a bad wife, you'll become a philosopher."
Hell yeah.
Beast, dude.
True.
When he was being sentenced to death, dude. When he was being sentenced to
Were you
death.
reading that just like you're in your basement, just got done with a fight. You're like,
I just went like this.
yes, I guess now that I think about it, I guess I am pretty fucking smart.
Dude, so he's in jail. He gets arrested. He has to drink the
I'm
hemlock.
gonna get a big pumpkin.
If anybody touches it, I'll become a Spartan immediately.
Scream at people.
Don't touch my shit.
Don't you buck.
If you see this house, get the fuck away from it.
Stay away from my house.
Don't touch my shit. I don't care who did it. I had him on my
that's
Ring
so
doorbell. I
funny.
immediately went back to the Ring doorbell and was like,
I'm going to identify these children.
I wanted to see if it was the kid I was talking to. It really wasn't him. I looked at the Ring doorbell and I said,
Check the tape.
check the tape. I said, yeah, it wasn't him.
I'm sorry. So what happens with the...
Oh, dude. So, yeah, I did that. I read that quote and just went, it was just a little like shard of pleasure. I went,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, every once in a while you see one that resonates and you're just like, fuck it.
oh,
Right?
nice. Dude, so
In dark times, those help.
they do.
Those quotes.
I mean, reading about, dude, oh man, I can't get over how just beautiful the guy's life was.
Damn, did I ever tell you? When me and my ex broke up and I was like, I have to be good at comedy. Did I ever tell you the poem I used to fucking like? Oh. It's Bukowski.
I think you did tell me
I
this
had
now.
to have because I always talked about this fucking thing.
Now that you're saying that, it's
it's called
the
Roll the
Book,
Dice by Bukowski.
man. That's
And
fantastic.
God, it's so gay.
Yeah, but still, you need
I
that.
was I was in a dark spot. My girlfriend had left me because I was trying to pursue my dream. Dude, go all the way.
Yes, dude.
Go all the way. Dude, I would sit by myself. If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, maybe even your mind. Go all the way. It's long. It's long. I'm not going to keep doing it, but it gets me going, dude.
That is pretty sick.
All the way. There's a long thing, and then he goes, whatever, fuck it. I'm sorry.
What's the rest of it?
No, not a big deal. It doesn't matter.
It's fucking awesome, dude.
If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Very Socratic,
All
dude.
the way. All the way. You'll ride life straight to the perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is. Come on, man.
That fucking rules, dude.
Now you're sitting in the fetal position in the shower crying. Now you're sitting there, you're crying, you're sitting there, under the water.
Oh, yeah.
You hear Tommy and Chris, Tommy out there in the living room fucking scream laughing at a death video. You realize you threw away a life. You're sitting there just like, oh, fuck, I have one spot this week at the Creek in the Cave at fucking 2 a.m. Yeah.
That's a whole, I think that's the trick. That's coming for everybody at some point.
That?
It's either going to come for you in a completely self-determined life as possible, or you're going to phone it in and it's going to come, dude. It's going to come times 5.
That moment comes. And when it does, you need a nice poem.
True. But you still can let it
something.
come. And if that's the case, just get a Lamborghini, cheat on your wife, and do what you need to do to fulfill your destiny.
That's the way to go. That's called going all the way. That's what Bukowski's talking about. He's not talking about pursuing a higher art.
Cheating on your wife.
He's talking about like, dude, fuck this bitch. Get me some fucking pussy, dude. See if you don't. Yeah, that ends up. That's a shower. That's a cry shower.
Dude.
Cheating on your wife is definitely sitting in a bathtub like, what the fuck have I done?
Nobody wants to laugh about it with me, but it's my favorite thing to bring up as jokes.
Cheating on your wife?
Cheating on your wife.
Yeah, it's
so
hilarious.
Funny. It's so funny.
Because
Nobody agrees with me.
fucking is funny.
Yes.
You look like a dumbass, right? And you're destroying a family. So your dick feels good for like 5 minutes. And then you get done and you sit on the edge of the bed of the hotel. Somebody sat right there. Where
Oh,
you're
yeah.
sitting.
Oh,
right
God,
here.
just
Same
fucking-
thing. Just like,
True.
fuck. Some fucking lady's like, I'm going to call your wife. You're married, you piece of shit.
He told me you'd leave her. I thought you were like kind of cool and like we had a whole
Saving
thing.
up for a fucking Mini Cooper.
Yeah, dude.
Convertible Mini Coopers are cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. I was like doing the dishes the other night and it was just like, dude, like
Guys do it, dude.
I get how the body gets away from you.
They rip
You get
it.
horny, dude.
Everybody
You
gets
get
horny.
fucking horny, and it's
You
like
have to bait, dude.
yeah, it's,
You need that's
I know, dude. That's the thing. I'm off the nog, so I'm
Yeah.
getting my full fucking powers back. And good
Yeah.
boy, dude.
yeah.
But here's the thing, though. I talked to Brittany. I said I need maintenance.
That's
HJs,
nice.
bro. I need that.
Ooh.
Work that in. I'm not pressuring you, but like
That's pretty hot.
that's the kind of stuff I like.
A
Let's trade
maintenance
stuff.
J. Any type of J, maintenance wise, is fucking
Oh,
cool.
dude, purely mechanics. She could literally just slide under me on a skateboard, dude. Like, whatever.
With a rag.
Just put me up on a lift.
Yep. You're leaking. You're leaking pretty bad. I'll
Your
get out
ass
of
is
there.
pretty dirty. We cleaned your ass out while we were
Yeah.
down there. But yeah,
Yes.
man. No, yeah, you must. You must.
You must go all the way. Roll the dice.
You must.
God, I'm so fucking gay.
No, dude, that fucking.
You know what
rules.
else? It was during a pretty intense breakup, and I was considering getting a tattoo.
Oh, dude, what were you gonna
I've
get?
done it several times, dude.
What were you gonna get?
I don't know.
Want
I've
to be
done it.
wild?
It would have been the lamest. It would have been probably something involving this poem. I would have been so embarrassed.
Hey, man.
It's not the first time. Anytime I've been through a serious breakup or something dramatic, I've been like, I should get a tattoo.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. I have no idea, but it's happened a couple times.
it's kind of sick.
Like 3 different times in my life, I've been like, I'm getting one.
Really.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't pulled the trigger yet.
I won't. I'll never do that. Well, I don't want to say never, but because that's a tight one, dude. Why'd you get that?
Cause I told you I was in a lunch truck with my brother, and I was talking shit. I'm working with my brother. We're in a lunch truck, his lunch truck. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, dude, anything I say, it was him, and we had a female employee, and it was me, and we're sitting in there, and we would make like the cold brew iced coffee. This was
Yeah.
like years ago, back in like
Yeah.
2008, 2009.
Before they were.
But I didn't
mainstream.
know. I didn't know really what it was. I knew like he used to put it in my house, so I would have this big apparatus in my kitchen where like it would be like 5 to 10 pounds of coffee beans ground up, and you let water sit on them, and it slowly drips down into like a syrup, and you filter that, you like refine
Is
that.
that what cold brew is?
Yeah. So I'd come down every morning and be like, because he'd be like, "How's a cold brew?" Because I'd check the yield and be like, "It's nice. We got a lot of syrup." So
You guys have been making shit. You guys never stopped making shit.
Dude, this is in like 2009.
Good God.
So I'd come down, I'd be like, "Bro, nice yield last night. We got a lot of." I didn't realize how strong that shit was.
You guys are definitely farmers.
Dude,
You
so-
have farmers'
oh,
blood.
for-
It's out of control.
That flies back.
I knew he would be fine.
He did rise.
Michael Myers.
I
This is
could've-
part
I thought he
two.
felt
This is Myers
true.
too. He's back. His Jaws too.
Dude, I would come down. I would drink that syrup. You're supposed to water it down.
Yeah.
So we would do cafe con leche, and I'd pour some milk and dump some of that syrup in there. And dude, I'd be
Cafe con leche.
Oh, cafe con leche, dude. So I'd be.
You guys had no idea what you're doing. It's just some coffee. You're like, throw some leche on there, bro. This is
Leche.
very European. You gotta just
He's- my
in a
brother's like,
truck, crushing
Try cafe
caffeine.
con leche. So he's
Yeah.
pouring like basically like liquid fucking amphetamines into a cup. But I mean, that's dramatic. But still, I was
No.
like, dude, I was getting zoomed, bro.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'd be in this lunch truck, be like, yeah, pretty much anything I say, I do. Like if I say something, I'm going to do it. I'm
Yeah.
talking shit in this truck, and the lady was like, didn't you say you're going to get a big "Don't Tread on Me" tattoo all down your back, like the 50 Cent tattoo? And I was like, I'll get a fucking tattoo. And I
You should have.
dude, I somehow through this was like, and she was like, I was like, I'll get a tattoo right fucking here. She was like, my friend's a tattoo artist. I was like, fucking call him. She called him, and she was like, I set up an appointment. And I was like, okay. And the dude called. I was like, I'm not fucking doing this. Fuck this. And the dude called me, and he was like, bro, like shit's so slow. I just want to make sure you're still coming in. Everyone's canceling on me. And I went, motherfucker.
Oh, dude.
I went in, dude. I got the snake and the "Don't Tread on Me," and then I try to cover it with more stuff because the fucking "Don't Tread
I
on Me,"
remember that. You tried to cover it up with the cool background.
the desert background.
Can I see
dude.
it again?
It's like a girl desert
It's the
background.
funniest
bro.
fucking-
Look at this fucking thing. It's a girl. Look at
That cactus is humiliating.
dude. That's
The skyline's nice.
Skyline's sick, but that cactus is
The
crazy.
cactus
dude.
is the only thing fucking it up.
I know.
Don't Tread on Me is fucking wild, dude.
I know. Bro.
I don't think I ever let that sink in how insane that is that you have
Yeah.
a Don't Tread on Me tattoo.
dude. If I had just gotten
That's
the
a
snake,
red flag, dude. That's a crazy, that's a fucking insane thing. It's not that bad. For some reason with you, it's not that bad.
It's every now and again I pop my shirt off and forget I have it, and my thing is it signs me up for a whole thing that I'm going. No, it's not like that. It's like I had like 2 weed plants in my house, and I was like, nobody can tell me what the fuck to do.
Yeah,
I had 2 shitty weed plants.
It does suck that got
Godbud was
really.
Yeah, then it got like hyper politically charged.
Yeah,
I was just like, fuck yeah, dude. No one can tell me what to do.
It's cool.
It does rule.
It is cool.
It does rule.
Yes.
I fight the battle of like, yo, I should go all the way. And I'm like, I'm not getting fucking sleeves. What the fuck am I
You
talking?
should not get sleeves.
I'm not. I will not.
Promise me.
I won't. Trust me. I won't get any more tattoos
You
ever.
never know.
The only thing I fight against is Bible verses, dude. That's the only thing I'm like, bro, getting some Bible verse tats would be nasty. But I'm like, dude, no.
Bible verses would be tight.
I fight them off every week, dude.
You should get pictures of your kids on your chest.
That'd be sick.
A lot of UFC fighters have just full portraits of their family members.
That would be sick.
Yeah, they're hilarious. It's a baby's face, and it's like...
No, I decided. Because that was the thing. I'm like, I could fix this with that. And I went, you know what? No, I'm not getting any more fucking tattoos.
Yeah.
They're a waste of time. I'm 0 for 2 on tattoos. I'll hang it up.
You can get a Bible verse, dude.
Bible verse would be nice. That's the only ones that get me.
Bible verses are pretty sick.
Proverbs,
do you have
bro?
one? Yeah, Proverbs is the
I have
shit.
like 10, dude. I could get. I have like 10. But yeah, I'm not.
Come on.
Oh, bro, if the thing comes to me, I'm gonna snag that thing.
Go ahead, dog. If you snag it.
I made contact, but I didn't snag. Oh, God, it was in my hand. Ah! It's dead right
What
there.
a fucking snag, dude.
It's dead, dude.
Did you find the body?
Hold on, give me the light.
I saw him go down.
Dude, I smashed that thing to smithereens.
Wow, that was crazy. You grabbed that, dude.
Bro, I'm at the top of my fucking game right now.
Yeah, there it is.
is
I
it
see
by my
him.
shoe?
I see him. It's official.
Zoom in, Gardini.
That's big.
Snag, saw him, and then threw him down and stomped him.
That's big.
I got him twice.
Hold on, let me take a picture like the guys who found Saddam. All right, where are we at? We should switch to the Paytch, right?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
All right, let's switch over to the Patreon.
I'll record him.
Thank you guys for listening.
You don't like a mister?
No.
I love mister.
I just feel like it's like an authoritative figure.
Yeah, you don't
and
like that.
I have
You don't
a
like
problem with like authority and conforming.
Where's the authority problem you think come from?
My fucking father.
Yeah, but
he
I
was
was
a
just
crazy drug addict, Hell's Angel guy.
But he was still authoritative? He was still like...
in his own demonic, fucked up way.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
like
yeah,
he
yeah.
was really disconnected from reality, and he lived in his own world, and his own world looked like he rode with the Hells Angels, and everything was transactional, a business, while under the influence of crack or fucking meth. And so like he was the guy that like he would come home at 2:33 in the morning, and when he was awake, the whole fucking house was awake, and everyone was gonna wake up to sit on the sofa to watch him and his biker buddies party.
What?
So authoritative in that approach.
I see what you're saying. Damn, I thought I had a problem with authority. I just have an Irish Catholic father who spanked my hiney. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear
That's a wet dream for me, you cocksucker. Fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I have a fucking authority problem. Mine must be nothing. Because I think that is real. The link to authority problems is just your relationship with your dad.
And my mother's go-to my whole life as a child growing up, she's like, and when I just couldn't figure out fuck about shit, she's like, we should put you in the Marines. Like, if you don't, what do you think I want a fucking muscle-jacked fuck waking me up at 4 a.m. to 5,000 push-ups? You can fuck off.
Yeah, that would spaz you. I have one of my moms, someone like my mom knows, got dishonorably discharged. From what I heard of just waking up and being like, get the fuck away from me. And they're like, dude, you're out of here.
Dude, that approach does not work with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Well, because I already am wired with like, if it doesn't make sense to me, it's wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like right out of the gate, I have a lot of shit going against me because a lot of things don't make sense to me. So I walk around like wrong, could do better, should do better. Blah.
Yeah.
So it's what I've learned in life for me is that it's all about approach, right?
Mm-hmm.
And today it's much easier for me coming from a position of simply understanding as opposed to being understood.
Yeah.
So like I just accept you for where you're at, the jarhead for where he or she's at, and just it's cool.
Yeah, that was something that blew my mind during COVID, and I've like mentioned this before, but I still can't get over it. Like I didn't realize how much I did this, but like especially during like so before COVID, I didn't know that I was really doing this, but I go through a supermarket and like every person I saw, it would just be this like weird invisible battle in my head where I'd be like, look, this fucking guy, fucking pussy jerk off.
For
and then
sure.
I would see a lady and be like, fucking chick's not even hot. Is she looking at me? No, she's not, fucking bitch. And like, and you're doing this like crazy maniacal thing in your head. And then COVID, it came to a fever pitch because there was like the mask first, no mask. And then it was like, it was just like, it just all came to a head where I was like, dude, why am I this stressed while taking a walk? And I started doing a thing where like, when I would be out at a grocery store, I would really focus on not having like a silent battle against people and instead just like wishing strangers well and like you were saying, exuding that, whatever that energy is. Dude, I felt so much more comfortable in public after that.
Yeah.
Which was like, it was like a revelation for me.
I love being right-sized by humanity. It just happened to me recently. And I'm really good at like, again, I really have dove into this whole spiritual aspect of my reality and believing.
When you say right-sized, sorry, what do you mean?
Like, my ego will allow me to create these delusional narratives that aren't even fucking real. And then when I'm proved wrong, when I really believe I'm right, I'm like, dude, I am a fucking asshole. And it just happened. You're a Philly guy, right? You'll relate to this story. I had a crazy weekend. I was in New York, all kinds of stuff going on. I drive back and I have like these weekly dinners at this place in Fishtown Sunday nights. And you know, Fishtown's kind of oversaturated with like a lot of hipsters.
Sure.
And in my mind, hipsters are just kind of tattooed, bearded, angry people for no fucking reason. It's not like they lack resources or whatever.
Yeah.
I create this narrative. So I had a long weekend and I'm trying to park under the L to go to this restaurant I go to, and there's this ice cream truck, and it's fucking just submerged with hipsters getting ice cream. And that's cool, right?
Yeah.
But as I'm doing this 3-point turn, someone I've actually like, oh, he's fucking pissed, dude. He's got a problem. So now I haven't even seen the person. I'm ready. And I'm like the most fucking passive aggressive. Like I cringe at the thought of confrontation. But if you caught me on the right time, I'm like, it's fucking on.
Yeah, let's go.
So as I'm parking, I see him, and it's a hipster with tattoos and a beard who I already have created an issue with, but I don't even know this person.
Yeah.
And he locks eyes with me as I'm hoping he would so we can fucking get to it.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh shit, you're so-and-so. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, dude, I fucking love your work, man. And he had a camera in his hand and he was taking portraits and stills. He's like, can I get a photo of you? He said, what I do. And I'm like, dude, fuck yes and fuck me, right? Because I walk around just like at times, and that's what I mean by really enjoying being right sized. Because I have a job sometimes that consists of knowing everything, right? And that places me in a lot of positions that I don't really like to enjoy.
Yeah. When you say you have a job of what do you mean?
Because like, you know, for so long when I was caught up in addiction, right? When logical people who knew how to stay sober would suggest to me what I might want to do in order to save my life, I'd suggest why they should fuck off. Because I know. I was too smart for my own goddamn good. Right. And then I got to this place where the pain became so unbearable. I was able to look back and recognize that like every common denominator in every one of my problems was me. Yeah. And maybe if I just get the fuck out of my way, I might stand a chance of living a better life. And what I do know is that I don't know. Because when I think that I know, there's no open mind, I am not teachable, and I'm definitely not willing to try anything that I don't agree with. Yeah. Which just sets me up for a fucking, you know, all these terrible experiences.
Yeah, take me back through that. So what was like, how did you, what's your story? Like, how did you get in that? Obviously, you're saying like, you know, family or, you know, home life, not great. And then like, eventually to like, you know, gaining a ton of notoriety. Like, what was that like for you going from like the beginning to like the thick of all that stuff?
Well, it's a very interesting narrative and storyline, I believe. Because I come from Baltimore and you're obviously from Pennsylvania, so there's a lot of similarities at this table. But coming from that home life of a pretty chaotic household and a father who was pretty out of his fucking mind, I believe I was genetically predisposed to addiction or alcoholism, and that paired with the atmosphere I was brought up in, it just made sense. Yeah. But throughout that journey, I was blessed with a skateboard, and I fell in love with skateboarding, and another guy from Baltimore named Bucky Lasik. Yeah. Who
I played him on Tony Hawk for sure.
He's my fucking, he's the man. He's the legend. And he was from Baltimore, and he kind of recognized the talents I possessed, so he took me under his wing and got me sponsored by PAL, and that's where the skateboarding world took off. But then we would go to Cheapskates in Pennsylvania, this skate park.
Was it Boards and Blades or what?
Boards and Blades was later
After?
on,
Okay,
and
right,
that
right.
was right off Route 1 right there.
I was a young boy at Boards and Blades, and you would
Totally.
see like Bam
Yeah,
and
we
Squad
would
would
come
come through, and
skate
I'd be
there.
like, oh,
we filmed like some of
fuck.
the CKY shit there.
Yeah.
Like the stunts and stuff.
Yeah.
Naked Dave doing an ollie over the pyramid, and then Bam, I think kicking him or punching him or something like that.
Yeah, that was always legendary. You guys would come. We were like 12. We'd be like, oh, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to do one heel flip. Like, this fucking rules, dude. I'm going to get sponsored.
It's it. Pro board coming.
Oh, it
As soon as I get this heel flip.
Yeah, they're coming. Spitfire's coming for me, dude. Once I get that.
Just need a manager at this point. Too overwhelming. But nonetheless, so I meet Bam, and then we at that skate park called Cheapskates, which was clearly before your time. If Boards and Blades was when you started.
Yeah.
And
where was Cheapskates?
I don't know. It was in
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and we
Somewhere.
would drive up.
Right on.
And Bam would always be there, and he wasn't sponsored at that point. Bucky and I were, and we were instantaneously became thick as thieves. And we'd practice for this one contest every year, which was the NSAs. They'd have in Bricktown, New Jersey.
Okay.
And either he would win or I'd win. And one year I didn't show up, and he was there, and he went to Bucky, and he's like, yo, Bucky, where's Novak? And Bucky's like, I think he's on heroin. And Bam, at such a young age, was like, well, what's that? Right? And not such a young age, like 12, 13. It was like 16, 17. But
That's pretty young
when
still.
you're consumed in like a nice, wholesome life that revolves around skateboarding and a good family, like you don't have conversations that consist of those words.
Yeah, sure.
So it was at that point that his career in skateboarding totally excelled and took off, and mine went to complete shit, and I chose to pursue a life of heroin and addiction. Fast forward some time later, I'm really sick one day. I can't come up with any money. But at this point, I wouldn't even acknowledge a skateboarder, right? It was like, it was the equivalent of like looking at the woman you let get away, the love of your life.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, if I just did a little, like, so it hurt me like that.
Yeah.
So I'd avoid skateboarding like the plague, but one day I was really sick and I couldn't come up with money. So I decided to go to this skate shop in Fells Point called Select. And I asked, when I get there to try to get some money, like, we're not going to give you money, but Bam was here yesterday with the Toy Machine team. And he asked if we ever saw you. We said no. And he said, well, if you do, give him my number. So he leaves his number. And a couple days later, I call, and it was the number to Fairman's skate shop in town.
Westchester.
Yeah. And I called Fairman's, right? Timing is everything in life. I call Fairman's. It's not even his skate. It's not his house. It's Fairman's. I'm a homeless heroin addict. I pump in some change into the fucking payphone, right? And this change is like my lifeline, right? So I got my finger on the thing. Like if it don't answer, I don't get beat for the money. So I'm like, but Dave answers. He's like, yo, he was just here. He's next door at Kuma, which is the sushi restaurant in town. He's like, hold on, I'll go get him. So he goes and gets him, comes back, and then that night I'm on a Greyhound bus from Baltimore to Westchester. And he's like, yo, come live with me. You know, you can at this point he had done the CKYs, and then Viva La Bam had just started, and he allowed me to be a guest on the show and started to get paid by Viacom, and I could do all this shit. I just couldn't. I could have a credit card. I could live at his house rent free. I just wasn't allowed to do heroin.
Okay.
that was the stipulation.
No problem.
I was cool with like Coke and alcohol because that was like I wouldn't steal your shit when I wanted more Coke.
Yeah.
you know?
That makes sense.
So that was kind of how I like. And then throughout that process, Bam would always be like, yo, your stories are like the fun. He always loved the positions I ended up in as a direct result of my heroin addiction. Like letting gay men shave my asshole for rent money and fucking, you know, letting men blow me for more dope and just getting stabbed in the head with an ink pen and fucking like all this nonsense. So he's like, yo, you can live at the house. And now I'm starting to get appearances in Jackass. He's bringing me along and he kind of calls me like his walking television. But he then one night we would go to Kildare's after a rap. We'd rap for the day. Cass and the crew would go there. And humongous table of like 40 or 50 in a bar. And, and he'd like, tell this story, tell that story. And you could literally hear a pin drop. And it was then that he's like, yo, you're going to write a book. Now, I had not graduated high school at this point. I had no GED. I had nothing. I had no part of ever wanting to write a book. He's like, you're going to write a book. He gives me a notebook and a pen, and he goes, you're to carry this around all the time. He's like, I don't give a fuck if I don't even see you writing in it, you have to have it in your hand. The first time I don't see it in your hand, you're going back to Baltimore.
Damn.
So like the scales of justice were very equal there, easy to weigh out. Homeless in Baltimore, letting men blow me for heroin, or carry this fucking notebook and pen around and write my story. And still be on a TV show, drive a car, credit card, paid by Viacom, blah, blah, blah.
And you were maintaining sobriety, like relative sobriety?
No,
not even close.
So he would like, I never was allowed to do what I really wanted to do, which was opiates, whether it was like Percocets or heroin. That was very frowned upon, and he made it very known to everyone in Westchester and the people we worked with to not give me any. So people listened, and but nonetheless, and the second book that I wrote, Streets of Baltimore, really dives into the psychology of an addict or an alcoholic, because I knew that I'm being presented this golden ticket, right? I can become this household name, making money, I can live in this fucking mansion, drive a car, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I know that it's only a matter of time before the rug gets pulled out from under me. Because I can't stop getting high.
Yeah.
So he's cool with the coke and the alcohol and they don't really understand addiction at that point.
Sure, yeah.
But like, inside of me, I can't wait to get back to Baltimore to So I'd tell him lies like I have to go back and get my favorite pair of jeans. And I'd fucking go back and end up there for 3 weeks.
Damn.
And just lost in Baltimore shooting dope. Jeez. And so he'd kick me out. I'd go to rehab and a lot of wash, rinse, repeats of that.
Sure, yeah.
Later on, he then comes with this new idea. I'm going to write this book. I have no desire to write a book, but I had read a book called A Million Little Pieces by James Frey. Brilliant book, and I love the outline of that. So I'm no fool by any means, and I went and I just copied his outline, and I wrote a fucking 12 chapters, pen to paper, right? No laptop, anything. And my co-author is a man named Joe Franz, who made all the CKY videos.
Okay, yeah.
Filmed the Viva La Bams and Jackass, and he did not want that job, but Bam was like, dude, you're going to do this. Because no one wanted to work with me. I was like, I was not a good fucking employee. My behavior was rather erratic, to say the least. But he made him kind of do this. And then a year later, I'm like, yo, I think I'm finished. And Bam started reading. He's like, dude, this is really something. So then he gives it to Joe. Joe turns 12 chapters into 23. And we get a literary agent off of Bam's manager, finds me a literary agent, shops around, and it gets fucking picked up. And it does like really, really well.
What was it? This is your first book, right?
The first book,
was
Dream
cool.
Seller.
Dream Seller. That's a nice title, too.
Which was fucking, I mean, that's what I did for a living, right? Like I'd make people believe the unbelievable. I'd build your hopes up to like make you believe that like it was going to be different this time. Just in hopes for you to believe in me enough for me to get some cash out of you. To only apologize and just to wash, rinse, repeat. And that's kind of what my life looked like for a long time. But that's how I ended up in all these places and doing all these things. That what I didn't know then that's really rad now is that's life. It's live forward and learn backwards. And I didn't see that I was kind of being tasked with this fucked up position of addiction or alcoholism to then be later on blessed with recovery and use the very same platform that I gained notoriety from as being just this fuck up drug addict alcoholic to being this guy that's like, yo, if you want help, like I will help you. I have all these avenues to like get you out of where I once was.
Yeah, can you put that into words? I'm always kind of fascinated by that when it's like, because it is obvious to anyone who's not on drugs. When you know someone who's on drugs, you're like, dude, if you just don't do drugs, you won't have as many problems. And they're like, I have to do them.
Sure.
And it's like, what is like the thought? Is it even a thought process, or is it just like a genuine, just like urge?
At that point in time for me, I got to a place in life where any person, place, or thing that stood between me and a bag of heroin must and will go. And it was never personal. It was just business, right? Because I'm a good guy with a great heart, and I was raised by a loving mother who taught me to show kindness and compassion to humanity. But don't catch me when I'm withdrawing. You know what I mean? So it's like, so what, I own treatment centers today. I own sober living houses. I'm totally immersed in that world. And the truth of the matter is, we are amazing people that have been diagnosed with a deadly disease that makes us make terrible decisions. That's the reality of it. At least my story.
Yeah. So you're saying like, I'm sorry, like the process of like having, I guess, that urge versus like, like you said, in some way you kind of know, like, yeah, this isn't going to go well.
So I remember,
but you just have to. I have to do it.
Prime example. We were kind of getting into it a little bit before we got on. I had just done a year in George W. Hill Correctional Facility. Right. They let me out New Year's Eve. I'm living in Westchester, and I have an amazing fiance at the time who's now my ex because they continue to get between me and drugs. So they have to fucking go.
Yeah.
And she's moved our home while I was incarcerated. She redecorated it, really tried to love my addiction out of me. And I wanted to be done with it. I really did. That night I was released, I called up one of my buddies who rode with the Pagans, who partied with us in Westchester, and he brought over some Percocet 30s and a couple Xanax. Now, I had been sober for a year up to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm on parole. Like, I know what the deal is if I fuck up. I find myself in Ryan's pub in Westchester because I live right down the street, and I told my chick, because she'd watch me like a canine. I'm like, I just have to go up here to say hi to whatever. And I go, and I'm in the pub, and I'm sitting on the toilet, and the toilet paper dispensary is to my right, and I crush up 2 Percocet 30s and a half of Xanax, and I have it in my billfold, and I'm about to put it in my nose and sniff it, and I'm literally crying. I uncontrollably crying. I can't stop crying because I know that as soon as I do this, I'm going to begin that behavioral pattern that takes me where I don't want to go and makes me do things I don't want to do, but I can't control myself.
Yeah.
There's no room for logic at that point.
Jesus, man.
And that's kind of what my day in, day out looked like for a long time.
Yeah, that's a good explanation of it. Because I know it's not like a thing with like words. It's just kind of like you also don't. And it's like it's pretty fucking rugged, man.
I remember that night. I'm in the bathroom. I'm doing this, and I could hear people out in Ryan. You know where Ryan's is, and they're having a good time. They're waiting for the ball to drop. They're laughing. They're fucking playing. They're cheersing, and I'm in the stall just crying uncontrollably with a fucking rolled up bill up my nose, getting ready to sniff everything I love away. And that's what addiction is as a whole. But it didn't start that way, you know?
Yeah. How did you end up starting to do heroin? Because that was like a big jump from like skating.
Yeah.
Like, was it the pills first?
It was the fucking hallmark progression, the alcohol, the weed, stealing the herb from the dad, and then the blow, because he sold a lot of blow. And things just progressively got worse, but mine was genetic. So, I have a mother who was a nuclear physicist. I have a brother who is an attorney who works in the White House.
That's awesome.
I have a sister who works in the hospital my mother ran, but they are by a different father. I'm the only one by my father.
Got you.
He was an addict and his father was an addict.
Yeah.
So I believe I was fucked from the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The thing now is that it's like, my poison has become my medicine, and it's turned out to be the biggest blessing that's ever happened in my life.
Yeah, that is the thing. I feel like addiction, it is it's almost like a weird spiritual practice if you think about it. You just kind of rather than meditating, you're just getting so fucking high all the time. Totally. Your life just collapses, and then now you have to really it gives people, I think, a deeper appreciation for life if they make it through it. That's my
and that's the thing, right? Because here's the reality, and this is why people are so just frustrated with battling the disease of addiction. Statistics state, theoretical evidence dictates that I or anyone else that is sober are to be high or dead, right? Like the data collected, the analytics fucking from all over these studies that are given states that the majority of people die as opposed to find sobriety.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out of my last facility, and BAM was always a constant theme throughout my life. And I stopped over and I saw him, and he's like, what the fuck? What was different about number 13 treatment center? Why not 12 or 10 or 6 or 4 or 3? He's like, what, did you have a meeting with God or something? And I didn't say it to him because it's just too much for one to grasp. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I kind of did.
Really? So that's what I've heard before. Wasn't that what AA was founded on? The guy Bill
and Bob
went to Carl Jung, and he was like, bro, either find God or you're toast.
Yeah,
in a way.
So I'm not religious. I don't particularly care for organized religion.
Sure,
but I'm insanely spiritual, and it's like Where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality? So like acceptance is the answer to all in world.
For sure.
But I didn't understand that. See, the truth of the matter is, and this is a blanket statement that I'll make for anyone that's in addiction or in recovery, is that we didn't get here because we took the short bus to school. Quite the contrary. We end up here because we're too smart for our own fucking good. And then I land in a seat of a 12-step meeting or a treatment center that literally has the ability to save my life. And I fuck around and outthink myself right out of it.
Yeah.
Right? Because recovery is one of those weird things that works so well, people stop fucking doing it.
Yeah.
Think about it. It's such a mind fuck.
Yeah.
Right? So what I didn't know is that like the last thing I tried was the first thing that worked. Right, because I was just too smart for my own good, and I wasn't quite willing to buy into the process. It worked great for you guys, but I'm a bit different.
Yeah,
right?
That's everyone I've known.
Totally.
Everyone's like, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And at the end, when I was optionless, literally, I was homeless, I was moneyless, I was friendless, I was carless, loveless. Just that was me. I had no other choice but to buy into the process. And I didn't even want to do it then. I begrudgingly did it, but like, fuck it. I have the time and no one's expecting or requesting my fucking presence, so let's run it. And the craziest thing happened is it started to work. I experienced the 12 steps, and what happened throughout the 12 steps is I had a spiritual experience. And the definition of a spiritual experience is simply a psychic change. Meaning that I, Brandon Novak, today no longer look at things the way I did then.
Do you remember what kind of kicked that off exactly, or was it just kind of
pain?
Like,
pain. I had to end up in a place where the pain was so fucking unbearable, right? Like to where my back was against the wall, and I had nothing else to do to get myself out of the position that I had created for myself.
How long did that take? How long did that take of like doing heroin?
Well, my overall resume with alcoholism and addiction was 22 years.
Okay, wow.
So, but the last 10 were really bad.
Yeah. So what did that look like in terms of like you're saying like the personal pain? Was it like obviously like there's probably physical discomfort and all that stuff, but like just like alienation from everyone you've ever known? Were you like kind of like kicking yourself over like how much better things could have went? Like what was like the real primer?
All of the above. But what I didn't know then that I know now is that each one of my attempts at trying to find recovery were not failures. Despite me thinking they were, because like I would use in treatment, I'd get kicked out, I'd leave, I'd use the same day. And as any blessing happens to anyone, it happens unbeknownst to us, right? Like if I knew when and where a blessing was taking place and I was to report there to receive said blessing, I'd fuck that up, right? Yeah, so like I had to be put in this place where these seeds were being planted unbeknownst to me. And then finally, on that day where the appropriate amount of pain was created, where it became so unbearable that I was finally willing to do what I had never been willing to do, which is become open-minded just long enough to pick that phone up, ask for help, and then the craziest thing ever, but fucking follow through with it. I started to see that like none of this was what I thought a failure. Like it all played its part when it was supposed to, so that finally when the opportunity met the appropriate time, an event was going to take place that was going to create this outcome unlike anything that I could wrap my feeble mind around. And I saw on my way into that last treatment center, like it's like the skies parted and I walked across the sea and everything they said made sense, and just like it hit me. And I knew that like, I get it. It makes sense now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. And
so you knew even just heading while on the way there, you're like just something flipped.
Because they would be like, dude, I own facilities now, and my favorite thing is to run groups with my clients, and I can't get enough of that. And I'm like, who in here thinks that you're in here because of drugs and alcohol? And the majority of them raise their hands. And I'm like, you're all fucking wrong. That's not why we're here. The drug and the alcohol is not the problem. So right out of the gate, no wonder you keep repeating your behaviors, because you're fighting the wrong fucking opponent. You're in the wrong ring. You're going to lose every time.
Yeah.
Right? The problem is the thinking and the attitude and the behavior. right? So as long as I continue to repeat the behaviors, I'm going to repeat the outcomes where I end up in a place where the only answer is a shot of heroin or a glass of wine.
Yeah.
So once I realized the alcohol is the solution, not the problem, I've now identified, right, who my opponent is. It's my behaviors. So I had to change my behaviors to change the outcomes. I started to then gain a better understanding of the reality of my situation. And what I learned is the reason why I got beat so bad is because I always underestimated the opponent that I was up against because I was the great I am. Mm-hmm. And B, I never gave it the time, attention, or respect it deserved.
Yeah, and you're talking, when you say that, you mean like yourself basically? Or like, because it sounds to me like it's like you were saying, like, yeah, fucking heroin, fucking keep making me fucking do it. When in reality, it is like it's yourself, and nobody, even without drugs, nobody wants to admit that they're a complete problem.
Exactly, and again, this isn't just substitute the word drugs for whether your things porn, sex, food, shopping, gambling, fighting, fucking, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? These are the solutions to the problem. And you were talking about it during COVID, right? Prior to COVID, you'd walk around with all these narratives of these people. And then all of a sudden in COVID, and it made me think of it, we were kind of forced to be with ourselves, by ourselves, to look at ourselves, which is what we avoid by fucking fighting, betting, shopping. You know what I mean? And then I start to look at me, which is why I got high for so long, right? To escape the shitty reality I created for myself as a direct result of continuing to shoot dope. Mm. And then finally, when I got to a place where I could start looking at me, I realized that I'm the problem. Right? Yeah. There is no their part. And the longer I think that there is a their part as to why I'm this way, I'm just the victim. So now I'm going to drink because of my shitty life. And you would too if you had a life like mine. I'll justify why. Right? The brain is the fucking problem in every area of life.
Yeah, dude. It does. It can fuck you up, man. It can really fuck you up. You can do anything and just be like, get something in your head like, oh, I'm not good enough.
Totally. And then it just snowballs.
Out. Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
It's insane. But if you're aware of it, then it's worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, true.
And now, like, the longer I stay sober, the more work that I do, it's amazing. What I do know is that I don't fucking know. And I don't take credit for any of this.
Yeah. How long have you been sober for?
Coming up on 10 years.
Oh, nice. So it's been a while.
Yeah. And now all I do, I dumb my way into this shit.
Yeah.
And now I always say I came into like sobriety as a king. And I worked my way up the ladder to become a humble servant. And the more people I help, the more I give away, the better my life is, the more I gain in return, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Right? Like in any business transaction, if I give you something I have, I'm to walk away with less. In this weird, magical, spiritual world of recovery, anything that I give you, I'm walking away with more.
Yeah, dude, that I remember that was like a weird shock for me when I went to school for social work for a while, a couple years ago, and I would get like inmates housing. That was like a thing I did for like one of the field placements. And then there was this one guy who was a fucking pain in my ass. He'd always like call me and just be like, "You're not doing shit." Blah blah blah.
Sure.
He was under the gun because they were going to take his kid, a bunch of shit if he didn't find appropriate housing. And I remember the day I found him a house, we're both in this place, and I called him up. And I was like, "Yo, dude, we got it." And we both were so happy. And I was like, that was such a funny, for something so dumb. It's a big deal. It's a house, but I remember like I won this like comedy contest, and I was like, this is it. And then I got the guy a house, and it was literally the same feeling.
Again,
it was the same exact feeling of like
timing and opportunity meeting to create a beautiful outcome.
But it is a weird thing. That was like a weird thing for me when I was like, oh, you can get just as happy for doing nice things for people as you can, like, achieving some sort of personal victory.
Any monetary fucking victory.
Exactly. And it's like, it is honestly, I would argue that like when you do something like awesome for a person, I think it feels better than if you just like kill it in some way with like a sales thing.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. No matter how much, for me, what I did for the majority of my life is I just like rearranged the furniture on the Titanic, right? For years, and I swore that this way was going to be the proper placement to make sure my ship doesn't sink. And I would always do that. And then I learned that like it is what it is, right? Stop overcomplicating a simple process, and because the world kept right sizing me, and I just I took me out of the equation. I thought less and just did more. Because I surrounded myself with like people who genuinely were also really good people that were just trying to make humanity a little bit better today than it was yesterday.
Yeah, that is a nice thing. And it's one of those things too. it's one of those things I think people sneer at. They're like, making the world better. It's like,
sure.
What the fuck else are you going to do, dude?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Just be a dickhead all the time. But it's like, I feel bad for, personally, it's like, so you have, people, they go through, drug addiction. There's like this whole thing. It's like, everyone, when, I would imagine you're a drug addict, there's like a part of it, like everyone knows I'm an addict. People are talking shit on me, everyone, blah, blah, blah. But then almost like you reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck. And that's like a very freeing experience eventually. Whereas there's people who don't ever, fall into a deep drug addiction, but they never get to really face their own like self-defeating mental patterns. And in a way, it's almost like the person, in my opinion, who goes through addiction and gets out of that ends up having, I think, a richer existence than if you never really have to face that or come like face to face with yourself and like really look at yourself. Because there's people who get 100%. Through life good on, on paper, but it's like, they're tortured.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I was like a shame.
I couldn't agree with that sentiment anymore. That's a spot on fucking example.
Because everyone I know who's in recovery is like, they're very open. There's like you can tell. It's like, okay, this person really has turned a corner, because it's like something switches, and it's like nobody really knows exactly what that is, but it really is the most consistent factor is having some sort of spiritual experience, or like like an awakening experience.
Studies show that people that do what the studies show that sober people that do what other sober people do in order to stay sober have better odds of staying sober. So like, there's not a black and white one size fits all, and you can try another method or another avenue that could equate to the same result. Mm-hmm. But I got to a point where the stakes were way too high, and I was tired of rolling the dice, and I kind of wanted to start working smarter, not harder. So I just bought into what the group does in order to stay sober. But the funny thing was, and you said it, it's all a thinking problem, right? And I always have this alcoholic brain that lies to me, my own voice. And it always makes me believe the unbelievable. Yeah, and it creates these delusional narratives. And I walked around for years thinking that no one in this world knew that I had a problem but me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, I thought that I was kind of keeping it contained. Just enough to continue to enable my behaviors, which is getting high and justifying the outcomes.
So that's crazy. You really didn't think people were like hip to you at all.
Not nearly as much. So I didn't, right? I thought that no one in the world knew that I had a problem but me. And then when I finally bought into the process, what I learned is that everyone in the world knew that I had a problem but me.
Yeah, that's
right. I was the last person. Why? Because I possessed that job that consists of knowing everything.
That's really funny.
And I'm like, fuck. Right. And
that's so funny.
And that's what I again, right. I was ignorant to the process and the reality of my alcoholism, because I lived off of justification and minimization and deflection. Right. If only she didn't come home from work early, she wouldn't have found my needles on the table.
Yeah.
If only the parole officer's fucking husband would have banged her out, she would have been mad and gave me a piss test that fucking got me dirty and sentenced me to 6 months. All this
it's
nonsense.
Always other people's fault.
So finally, the craziest thing happened. I started to take accountability for my actions and started pointing the finger inward and realizing that, whoa, like, it's me and my behaviors. And I started changing my behaviors. And I started changing the outcomes. And I started to like the results I got. So it snowball affected into this.
Yeah. It's just crossing that like threshold to even consider the possibility.
It was so simple, though. I missed it. I overlooked it.
Yeah, dude, I think most people go their whole life without ever saying it. But
dude, everyone says, what's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer? If any of us had the answer, we would bottle that thing, we'd sell it, we'd be a billionaire a billion times over.
True.
I believe it's so simple as just helping one fucking person. Someone took the time to stop and help me. I, in turn, helped another. 2 turned into 4, 4 turned into 8, 8 turned into 16. Before you know it, you're changing the narrative, which is ultimately changing the outcome. It's so simple. Just slow down the process and help one person.
Pardon the interruption. This may or may not be Sean Gardini speaking. And this may or may not be Sean Gardini on camera. Who is speaking and who is on camera is not important. I've come to tell you that Sean Gardini is doing stand-up comedy shows. The upcoming shows are in Cleveland, Ohio, December 8th, Buffalo, New York, December 10th, and Baltimore, Maryland, December 11th. Please come to those shows if you can. The tickets are at SeanGardini.com. Thank you.
Hear me out here. I failed to promote my shows in the Irvine Improv, SoCal. I'm so fucking SoCal. I forgot to do the ads
or make a flyer for the Irvine show, oops, my bad. It's next weekend. Thanksgiving weekend, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th, 2 days, faux shows. Come out to motherfucking Irvine Improv. And I'll be honest, I'm not just saying this because I'm doing a show. I love Irvine. Irvine was the first place I went to in California. And I was telling someone recently, I'm like, I fucking love Irvine. And they lived in LA and like, are you kidding? Are you trying to be funny? I'm like, no, why? And apparently everyone from LA just snubs Irvine. Like, I would never. Fuck you guys, dude. Irvine rules. LA's fucking bullshit. Irvine, we're talking Laguna Beach. We're talking motherfucking Newport Beach, conservative ass stronghold down there in SoCal, dude. Shit. Come out. I love Irvine. It's literally the first place I went to in California. I'm very excited to go there. I'm going to bring my whole motherfucking family. We're all going to do Thanksgiving out there. It's going to be sick. So Irvine Improv, Friday, November 29th, Saturday, November 30th. Let's go. Let's show these LA fucking pussies, dude, who's really fucking SoCal. They're not fucking SoCal. They're north of Irvine, bro. Yeah, so how did you get into the recovery homes? When did you start that? And like, what was that like?
I had my get well job was washing dishes for $6 an hour in Levittown, Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice.
At a diner called Mary Ann's. At 38 years old, I'm busting suds in the back with a coworker who's fucking 14. Damn. My brain told me that, and this is after skating, jackass, fucking author.
Yeah.
My brain told me I should have, at the very least, been the president of the United States. And I'm fucking busting suds with Brian here for $6 an hour.
Yeah, what was that like?
Struggling. I had heard the word humility, and it sounded fucking cool, and it rolled off the tongue right, but try swallowing that fucking thing.
I'm 38 right now, dude. Yeah. If I had to bust the suds.
Imagine fucking you leaving here and going back to Levittown, Pennsylvania, to Mary Ann's Diner. Shout out to Rich, and they were great guys, and the owners, and busting suds for $6 an hour. Next to a 14-year-old
How long did you do that for?
1 year.
That's long. That's
I had no idea what my next move was going to be. Right?
Yeah.
Because my qualifications didn't state that I had any, like, special qualities.
I know what you mean. You can't be like, yo, let me hop on a TV show real quick.
Yeah. Or like, let me fucking, I don't own a computer. I skipped that whole, I went from skating to heroin.
Yeah,
I wrote my book, pen and paper. I can pawn laptops great. I don't use them. Even to this day, I don't email. I got my first ever computer during COVID. I used it 7 times and gave it the fuck away.
Really?
Yeah.
So are you all like, do you fuck with like the Instagram and all that stuff?
Yeah,
Okay,
I like that. But
Gotcha.
like the thought of an app gives me anxiety.
I got what you're saying. Yeah.
Right? And I'm just like stubborn by nature. So
you're busting the suds for a while. Then
Yeah.
How did you get into the recovery space?
But I started like that job that I thought was so fucking beneath me turned out to be the foundation of who I am today. And I think by social standards and regards, I could be considered a pretty successful guy. I have all these different businesses and properties and blah, blah, blah. But it all came from washing dishes. I started to like show up early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing these dishes. I called out 1 day in a whole year because of a snowstorm. Like those behaviors started to change. And my outcome started to change. I started to become self-sufficient. For the first time in life, I was paying my own recovery house bill, $165 a week. I was buying my own groceries, my own cigarettes, not relying or depending on anyone.
Yeah.
I stopped like, and then what happened was, someone asked me to speak at a candlelight vigil for someone who had passed away. And because, the 12-step program, AA, it's anonymous. So you don't know really what's going on there. But when I spoke at that candlelit vigil for people who had lost their lives, someone had filmed it and it started making its rounds on social media. And then an organization reached out to me and they're like, would you like to come speak at our facility in Florida? And I'm like, sure. And they put me up at the W in Fort Lauderdale in the penthouse. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are they going to ask me for a donation? I wash dishes.
Yeah,
and they had come up with this whole design, right? Again, the blessings taking place unbeknownst to me. If I knew any of this was going to happen, I'd fuck it up royally.
Sure, yeah.
And they had put together this whole plan and presented it to me. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even know this world existed that I live in today.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of gave way. And I bought into what they would say. And in those meetings, they'd say, in order to keep what you have, you have to give it away. And
sure, yeah.
This is cliche as shit. And I vowed to myself that when I was in a position financially, I was going to recreate that sober living house I lived in.
That's cool.
And do for others what it had done for me. So literally on my 5th year anniversary, I opened up in Wilmington, Delaware, my very first men's sober living house called Novak's House with 10 beds. And that has since turned into 7 houses for men and women in Wilmington, Delaware with 75 beds. And I fucking travel the world, and I have generous friends or just strangers that want to give back, and they occasionally stroke a check, and they provide money that I have in the scholarship fund. And my mission is to provide a bed for anyone in need of sober living after completing a treatment center. I refuse to let price be a deterrent as to why someone can't get help. And then, cool. Unfortunately, the demand was met. I kept fucking expanding, and I really wish that wasn't the case and these didn't even exist.
Sure.
And I'm like, dude, I can help more and I can be better. So then I created Redemption Addiction Treatment Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Well, in Newport.
Okay, yeah, that's
right next to it.
Right down there, yeah.
And it's an outpatient facility where people come during the day, 5 days a week, or nighttime groups. Mm-hmm. And I always tell people I'm on par to create like a David Koresh Waco, Texas compound vibe, nice. Minus the gun and the fucking religion. Yeah. But I want to create this place where people feel like they want to be a part. Right? It's all deliverance. Like I started this podcast. It's all with how you present something to me. Right. So what I try to do is to create this whole fucking environment that people want to be a part at, as opposed to feeling like they have to.
Yeah. What was your, did you have any, like, when you went to any treatment centers, did you have ones that you felt like, cause you hear some people like, that place is a fucking scam. They're just fucking taking my money. Like, did you have any places you thought were just like churning people in and out? Or do you think that's just people's like perception of the place?
I think and it's just opinion based. I think it's people's perception. The treatment center that I ultimately got sober in, people would be like, you'll never get sober there. It cost me $2 to get into. It was a Catholic Charities program in Baltimore. And if you looked out, you weren't allowed to look out the blinds, because if you looked out, they were literally serving dope and coke and crack on the corner.
Oh, Jesus.
It was like a bottom of the barrel kind of joint.
Yeah.
But I believe it takes what it takes until it takes. And who are you or I to say what it will be for it to take?
That makes sense.
It's between you and the maker of whatever you choose to fucking call it. Because it's not like once you get to this appropriate program, they give you this secret pill for the cool kids. It's fucking recycled rhetoric that you hear in all the facilities.
Yeah,
it's like, fuck.
Yeah, that does make sense.
I believe the perfect treatment center is whichever one you get sober in.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a say. Like, I didn't get to pick my sober date.
True.
Again, that was a blessing.
Yeah, like they gave you the right massage.
Yeah,
and like the place
finally
was
they fucking gave me a happy ending with a massage, and they played my favorite song.
That might turn me around.
And I come God, and here we are. I'm the spiritual fucking guru. Fuck your way into recovery. That's not the deal.
Yeah, true.
I wish.
There is a very unsexy element to it where you're saying, like, yeah, you can be in like a place that people think sucks really
Straight
badly.
up.
It really is a wholly internal process.
I'm a firm believer you can get sober in a fucking pub sitting on a bar stool with a bottle of Jack in front of you if you're ready.
Yeah,
Straight up.
What do you think about like the California sobriety people do, where it's like, I'm California sober, I'll like drink and smoke weed and shit, and like,
dude, I did this TMZ thing. They did a special recently of Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah.
I read his book, brilliant book, by the way. Whole newfound respect for that man. Rest in peace to him. But they were doing this hour-long documentary, Harvey and them, and they reached out and they wanted me to weigh in on it, and they asked me the same question. And the truth of the matter is, I'd be really ignorant if I sat here and pretended to possess the answer of like how to live a perfect life with coming up on 10 years sober. That's like, my mother'd be like, fuck you, asshole. You should have did it your whole life, you idiot.
Yeah.
So like, all I know is my narrative because it worked for me. I'm never going to tell anybody what you should or should not do. I believe with California Sober, with MAT, Suboxone, Subutex, Vivitrol, Methadone, if it provides you a life that you believe is worth waking up and getting out of bed for every morning without the thought of wanting to kill yourself, I'll fucking drive you to the dispensary. Who, you know what I mean? Like, fuck me for thinking that I have the answer. I just have my narrative. So what I always say is that when I'm kind of giving a talk or working with clients, if you can find more similarities than differences, it might make sense to pay attention.
Yeah.
But if not, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Right? Because everyone at the end of the day, you're entitled to your own process. You were entitled to have that realization during COVID of like being a fucking asshole to strangers that did nothing to you.
Sure.
And if I would have robbed you of that process, you might not have come to the conclusion that you have today where just being kind is the right way.
Yeah.
So looking back, if anyone would have robbed me of one less fucking sleepless night I caused my mother or pain that I made everyone endure, like I might not be here today.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of a personal
Yeah.
timeline for everybody.
For sure. And it's like, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way. It's just my fucking way.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I know that's a big battle. When I was in social work school, there's like people who are like, it's called like harm reduction versus people who are like, nothing, you better knock all that
I'm
shit
a big
the fuck
harm
up.
reduction guy.
Yeah,
And at the end of the day, it's like, who the fuck, like, that's between them and their higher power.
Yeah.
Like, all of a sudden, I believe I'm God and I can predict what your fucking best outcome will be for your life and your situation. Fuck.
Yeah, true. You
It's,
don't know.
and I'm a spiritual guy, and if I'm a spiritual guy like I say I am, where's my spirituality if I judge your spirituality?
Yeah.
Right? So, like, I believe my higher power is everything. I think it's crack. I think it's heroin. I think it's life, death. It's like, what's love without sadness? What's joy without sorrow? Right? You have to have all these. Without those fucking overdoses, without life support, without fucking ruining my life, I would not be the child of, I hate to say God because people are like, oh, this religious fuck, but a child of God today who I really like do my best to help humanity. I wouldn't be here. I'd still be in that position of like, what the fuck's wrong with you? You think you haven't figured out, you fucking idiot? You deserve what you get.
Yeah.
And that's where I'd probably be.
Yeah, well, it is funny. People, I've talked about this before, but it is funny how that is like the God talk's taboo now. Before
Totally.
it was like you couldn't talk about sex. Now you can be like, I'm fucking jizzing, and everyone's like, but if you're like,
Yeah, they had the whole Me Too movement at that point.
true, that. But if you mention God, people are like, what the fuck? is that?"
Totally.
And it's like a pretty wholesome, I think it's a very wholesome concept. But it got tainted by I think people just being like the religion aspect of being like, you're going to hell because you fucking came.
For
And
sure.
it's like that.
And that's a shame. But
Sucks.
But you need those people, right? Those people are just as important as the other ones that aren't those people to make me realize how much I don't want to be like that. Because without those people, I'll turn into that person.
Yeah.
Because I don't have like a warning sign or like who I don't. I need the bad to remind me what I don't want to become, so I practice good.
Yeah, and I wonder if it's gonna like, because every even like religions, like concepts of God, like go through waves where it's like we used to think it was like fucking fire, and now we were like there was like the mythological hero of like there's these entities in the sky that we can like be like, hey, please help us. That'll like change everything, and then like that like around like an organized like testament of like this is the guy who came down from heaven and then So now I wonder if it is going to regroup in like some different conception that people will universally buy into, or if it'll just be like a fractured thing forever.
The older I get at 45, I see that things just evolve, but then just come back around.
Yeah,
I was looking on the plane the other day, and there's this chick who has, as you see, these new things are like the big headphones.
Apple Pros.
Where like your mom used to have it back in the 80s. And no one's doing the AirPods anymore. It's just like Miami Vice, like fucking color schemes and chicks wearing baggy ass jeans have now come back.
I know.
So
yeah,
it's like,
kind of weird.
just live long enough and you'll realize that like shit's not that heavy.
Yeah.
and it's going to be okay. And the fact of the matter is, you don't really have much say so in any of it anyways.
Yeah.
For me, that's what I do. And I just kind of remain like, I don't know what I remain. It just depends on when you ask me.
No, that's true. So, and then, I'm curious too. So you were doing the Viva La Bam stuff and all that stuff fell out. Like what happened with all of like all the people from Jackass? You guys all still talk, or like where did like was there like a big falling out, or like what happened?
Nah, I mean everyone's good. I was just with Steve-O in LA a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he's kind of doing his thing.
He's killing it. Pontius, I love him. I speak with him, and those two guys I probably speak to more regularly than the most. Bam is battling his own demons, and unfortunately because of that, we seem to be in two different places where there's just not a lot in common at the moment.
For sure.
So we don't really just pick up the phone and chat. I think if I had to make a prediction of what would kind of connect us again, it would probably be skateboarding.
That's cool.
That's always been the common bond and theme throughout our relationship.
Do you still skateboard?
Yeah, but
Nice.
for my mental health now, obviously
Really?
not like is like
Yeah, you just do it for fun.
Yeah, I try
That's
to
cool.
carve out time to like just get in a van and go with the homies and film and just like shut everything off.
That's kind of tight.
And other, like, you know, Brandon Turner, shout out to Brandon Turner. He's on the West Coast, fucking killing it. He's a sober guy. A lot of skaters have become sober and they're kind of doing their own thing with recovery. And I was talking to him yesterday and we're going to fly out. I'm going to fly out there. Kind of, we're working on a project together possibly. And, you know, so oddly enough, the ones that we used to party and run with and fucking go crazy with have now found like this new way of life. It's really attractive. And we join forces to just kind of hopefully promote a healthy way of living.
Yeah, it is funny, especially if you think about the origins of like Jackass was like the possibly unhealthiest, most insane way of living possible. And it was so fucking fun to watch. It was awesome. But it is funny to come full circle and be like, now we've all actually chilled out immensely. And
dude, Steve-O is like so fucking sober. There was a point in time where I thought about asking him to be my sponsor. And I'm like, dude, I don't know if I want to get like that sober. Yeah, like he's like, shout out to him, but he's like someone that motivates me. But he's like, you know what I mean? He's authentically like what you see is what you get, and who he is who he is, and it does not waver no matter where or what he's doing. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. And it's also one of those things like, you know, sobriety, again, if you're just kind of kicking around, you're going out to get drinks every Sunday, you don't necessarily have, you know, like let's say like a problem quote.
Yeah.
It is one of those things that I think when you're, you know, drinking a lot or like partying, it's like, it's almost seems alien. But it like, if you really like strip it down from like, you know, take substances out of it, I always thought it's a really like it's cool for a person to be able to remain with their thoughts in their own state of consciousness rather than, you know, because you constantly escape it. It's like, all right, I'm going to get stoned. All right, I'm going to get that. And you're constantly jumping out. But I think that is a serious like sign of mental strength to like, and people do like sober October, which that must be kind of funny when like the whole world's like, we're going to be sober for 1 month. And you're like, all right.
But I've seen me do that. So like, fuck yeah, I'm all about it.
True. But it's got to be funny with like 10 years. Like, oh, I'm glad you're having fun.
For sure.
There is something I think that is like, especially the older you get, it's like, it does take mental strength to like sit with yourself, you know, not being able to kind of leave your consciousness like a little bit by, you know, doing like, oh, I want to get a little high, I want to do this, blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
And I think it's like, it's a genuine virtue that I think gets skipped over. People are kind of like, yeah, dude, fuck, I'm going to have a couple beers, fuck that. Like people kind of dismiss it a lot, especially when you're drinking. But I always thought it was like it's hard to do. It's like, it's very hard to do. And it takes like, you know, when you can't kind of jump out of yourself for a little bit, it forces you to work through, you know, the kind of, you know, whatever, broken gears in your head.
I make a point to let people know that in my programs, right? Because the people that I'm working with, they're coming in, they have a week, they have 2 weeks, they have 4 days, they have 1 day, and they're sitting in there and they're feeling like they're not enough. They could be doing more. They should be further along. And I'm like, look, what you're doing, the majority of society is not. Who wants to strip away their escape routes to be forced to look at themselves, right? With themselves, by themselves, without having any drink or drug to escape the terrible reality that you've created as a result of your addiction and man up and fucking walk through it. I'm like, I will walk with you people. You people are the ones that I want on my team right now. Like at fucking over 10 years and you are the people that I fuck with, right? Like, and there's a lot to be said with that because I don't just give my time to anybody.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like, I really make it a point because I know in early sobriety, it's like you know, those week, 5 days, 30 days, 60 days, it's like of sobriety. It's like a bipolar roller coaster ride from hell.
Yeah, I can
right? You can be above heaven high. The wind can blow wrong. You're like below hell low, trying to figure what the fuck just happened. So it's important to give people the credit of it takes a lot of work to end up in that position for fucking 2 days sober.
Yeah,
it's and I always say it takes so much longer to get 2 days sober than it will to get 2 years sober.
Yeah,
because you're just sitting there looking at the clock and you're like,
yeah,
should I not? Can I not? Should I say fuck it and just do it? Should I not do it? You're still consumed with the actual drink or drug. You're just not partaking at that moment.
Yeah.
And to make it through that, to address all these ailments and start to look at you without an escape, that's fucking big boy shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And most people don't do it.
Yeah, I know.
And that's okay. I need those people that don't do it to show me why I really need to keep doing it.
For sure, yeah.
Right? It's all perspective because they told me at treatment if I changed my perception, I could change my world.
Yeah.
And I bought into that shit. You know, and believe it or not, they were fucking right.
Yeah. No, it's pretty sick, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. You know, it's like I'm stoked. I'm grateful. But who really is like my mother. my friends, my employees, the police, the probation, the parole officers, the judges. Life has become a better place to be in with my sobriety, not only for me but for other people.
Yeah, and I always, like you were saying, the service thing's big because especially when you're like, if you're in even with with or without drugs, if you're just like living a negative existence, you're usually convinced like in order to conquer my own negative existence, I have to achieve at some level that just somehow like shuts all this down and people will realize and they'll like me. Whereas like in recovery, it's like, or you can just like help people.
Yeah. And
it gets the same thing. Like if you're like lonely, it's like, well, rather than trying to be the man, just go volunteer.
Yeah.
And you'll get that. Like, it's like a quick route into kind of like a nice social existence. And everyone just is like, no, I have to conquer the world.
Yeah. It's like, too easy. It's too simple.
Exactly. It's really fun. I always thought it was kind of funny.
It's like, it's a simple fucking approach for an overcomplicated thinker.
Yeah.
And that's why I say smart people generally have a hard time getting it.
Yeah.
I had to dumb my way into this position. And that was through me being beaten into a state of reasonableness as a direct result of my behaviors. But it doesn't have to get that way, right? Like one of my business partners, I met him in treatment. It was his first attempt ever at getting sober. And he's remained sober.
Really? He was like fucking up.
So it's like, and that's the frustrating thing. Most people are like, well, why can't my loved one get it at number 1? Why does he have to get to 13 like you? There's no black and white. It's such an individualized process. And if you look at the statistics, it's very sad because it states that you're not going to win. Yeah, but I'm here to fucking say, like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Like, not only am I going to win, I'm going to fucking kill it. I'm going to own it, and it's going to turn into be my biggest blessing.
Yeah.
And if I can do it, so the fuck can you. There's nothing different between us except for what I was willing to do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that's got to be like, it's really rewarding too. Like you were saying, having the groups and like seeing like even a couple people kind of take off. Because I guess if you really look at the recovery homes, is like, if this doesn't work for me, this whole place is bullshit. Or being like, dude,
for sure,
someone's got to do something. What is it? Is like the opiate with overdoses going down? Are they still going up? Or like,
I'm not a big stats guy. I don't look at numbers. I just kind of fucking remain ignorant to it and live in my own world.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear about it as much anymore. It like dominated everything for a while.
After COVID, alcohol became a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I have a lot of alcoholics in my facility now.
Gotcha.
And then meth's making a pretty big
meth made a
push.
Wow, comeback.
A lot of people got off heroin or fentanyl with meth.
Yeah. I've heard. I've known people who have like off the heroin, meth comes into the picture, and they're like, "Damn, I'm actually super productive." And
then I work with the DEA. I'm like a keynote speaker for the DEA at these summits that they have all over the nation. And I was just doing an event with them in St. Louis, and they were like, "Yeah, cocaine's making a big comeback. We're fucking busting down big shipments of cocaine." So. Kind of like how I said Miami Vice was cool again. Like crack could be cool again soon with like the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's usually how the world works.
Do you think they should legalize drugs? Do you think that'd be easier to help people, or do you think it would make things worse?
I think so. I don't know about legalizing it, but I do believe in like safe injection sites. And Philly was going to be the first place to do that. Yeah. And then they shut it down at the midnight hour. And their fear was that like it could trigger others in the community to want to get high. And maybe that's the case, but for me, I would never walk past a safe injection site and be like, I think I want to go in there and shoot up heroin.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I think they did this in London or Britain, whatever, years ago. And
I believe it works. In Sweden, I think maybe.
Yeah.
And what I think would be beautiful about it is you use it as a portal, right? It's a major harm reduction approach. They give you clean needles, clean water, clean cotton.
And they test, obviously, the drugs.
And then they test the drugs. And the majority of the people that are in there don't really want to be in there anymore.
That's kind of
It's lost its allure.
Exactly. You're in like a doctor's bench.
Yeah, you're being fucking monitored as you shoot up with some weird guy to make sure you don't die, to inject you with Narcan. So at the very least, when you do say you're ready, bam, we have avenues to get you.
Yeah.
But now check this out. Me being a major advocate for that, right? I own where I live in Old City, right, in Philly, and a really nice place. And someone said to me, they said, "Well, would you want it next to your house?" And I'm like,
no.
Yeah, because it fucked my property value up, right? And I'm just being transparent and open.
Sure,
and like,
for sure.
So there's two sides to every fucking coin.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, then again with that, you're gonna have people like popping door handles and all this shit. And it's like, because you're like
straight up.
Not
so
here.
you know, I really just try to remain like Switzerland in a lot of fucking plays.
That makes
just
sense,
neutral and adapt accordingly.
At least you're honest, because I heard people be like, I wouldn't care, and it's like,
yeah,
you sure?
Yeah. You know, that's just the truth of the matter. Now, not saying that like, you know, if the opportunity presented itself and they were going to do it, I would still back it. But in my mind, I'm like, but couldn't you just go a neighborhood over? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't vote no on it. Let's put it that way. I would not vote no on it, but I would definitely vote for it to be in the next neighborhood over.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Everybody would.
Yeah. So it's just, you know, I don't know. It's such a individualized thing. I don't know what the approach is except for just taking the time to help one person.
Yeah.
That's it. One person.
True.
And that one person who helped me. Just think about all the heroin that I stopped injecting, all the people I stopped hurting, that the one less needle that's being found on your kid's playground because I stopped shooting up.
Yeah, man.
Like, it goes that far.
It's crazy. And again, like you were saying, like people, you get kind of mired in the cliche of it, but it is pretty nuts to think about that. Like if that guy that day had been like, fuck him, I don't feel like doing
Straight
this.
up.
Like you were saying, your mom's upset, but you're burning bridges, you're ripping shit off, you're going to jail, all the shit. And it's like, pretty crazy when you think about the ripple effect.
And I believe that that's the approach that will change the outcome. I mean, it's put it this way. So in Delaware, where all my sober living houses are, my treatment center as well, we really wanted the community to see, because in there they said, well, we don't really want them in our neighborhood, right? I get it. So one of the stipulations with Novak's house is when it snows, you have to go out and you shovel your neighbor's porch and their driveway, and like you be kind to humanity and society. And then that was working, and it snowball affected into the guys and women living in Novak's house. They started getting jobs within the community.
That's cool.
And then the people who owned the businesses that started hiring the Novak's house clients, they saw something different in them. Same thing that happened to me. I'd show up to work early. I'd stay late. I took pride in washing dishes. They're like, where are you? What's, because they aren't, it's just different. And they're like, where are you from? What's the backstory? Like, oh, we live in this place called Novak's House. It's a sober house. And what the business owners within the community did on their own, I wish I could take credit for this, is they created a private Facebook page called Novak's House Hires. And if any of these businesses need employees, they put a post up that goes to the Novak's House only. And then if any of the Novak's House people need a job, they put their resume or what their qualifications are.
Oh, that's cool.
Because like they're seeing the good that they're creating through the ethics and behaviors. And like it's taking on a whole life of its own, right? So like it snowball effects, you know, then it opens the window for people wanting to hire people in recovery, where before it was taboo, it was shied away from. You don't do that. They'll rob you. They'll lie to you. They'll steal from you. I'm here to prove that that's not the fucking reality.
Nice,
of
man.
all of, but like
for sure, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it can be done.
But you know, the old saying is, if you haven't been ripped off in AA, you're not helping enough newcomers. So it's like,
no, that makes sense. But that's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, and again, I'm not creative enough or intelligent enough to create that. It's just me stepping out and letting the process play out.
Oh yeah. Well, dude, I think that's it, man. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that.
I enjoyed this.
I'm pumped to hear about that, and I enjoyed it too, man. I'm really happy to hear, it's good to hear people taking their time to help the world. Like that's still a thing, because I think a lot of people
for sure just
get so, and it's not like a bad thing.
I would say I'm guilty of it too, getting consumed in the rat race.
I'm the worst. Yeah, I have to jump out of it every day.
Straight up.
What the fuck am I doing with myself?
Yeah, once you hit to that point where you hit the wall, right?
Yeah. Daily, yeah.
Same. I wake up every morning with a brain that wants to fucking kill me on a layaway plan.
Yeah.
Right? Install a plan of just like one fucking defect at a time.
Yeah.
So anyone out there that might need help, you can reach me directly at 610-314-6747. Call me, and if you need help with getting treatment.
Nice. Well, thank you so much.
Love you, brother.
See you, bro.
Cheers.
Love you. Thank you.